LPS. So after his appearance on the radio, so we are touring the facility of the LPS alongside the DG, the Director General, Yuchi Nami Fakon, and this. So this is the first. This is the broadcasting area here. The vice president is coming.
This is FM 97.7, which we refer as our language radio, and which we refer to as the language radio. These are the people who gave the news in their local vernaculars. Whether Gio, Mano, Kisi, they have their own station. When we talk over here, this whole place actually see or nothing but mold and old stuff. Thanks to President Joseph Nima Bwaka, you can see where they sit in a dignified manner. The air conditions, the lights, even better than my own. You can see where they are. So these are your people. But they have a tradition here. They're traditional people. So since they form part of the 16 tribes, whenever the person that comes to this station, they will always do the traditional thing. So I can't stop them. Okay. You can speak out there. Last time I see that spoil.
It's okay. Welcome. I don't want to wear this. It's for a mouth. One lang at the it's for you. It's right now. I get a mouth for a case. Yeah, or the big thing. I'm sure my no, the thing I didn't know. Was the people of the sound of ship again? Once you put up for the airplane, instead of Ima, the part of get it as I let my tax. Now, made Tama. They've kissing me here, one on the Benakia, it had to look at country. Giro, go see either eBay before a bank up where I eat a down them. Il est d'or. Groupe Minet, mais vous passez, ne menez pita. Il est d'or. Bon, mais on serait bien, on serait bien à Boubakemi. Mais bien, on dit boulet, on dit ma pour prendre des gars, si à 100 gars, il est d'or. Regardez, la même hôtel au Bédia. Oui, la même est bien, au Bédia. Mais là, et vous passez bien, il est que, regardez, la clé. I been your Namin Daniel. Il est bien, et Belabi. I mean, Damien Australia. Damien Australia, familiar. Oui, bien pour passer. Pour vous faire à quelque part, tout si dans sans que vous ayez, comme une douleur. Et quand on met une délai bien pour passer, à Satakala. Pour t'amener pour le bien pour Kawi, pour la journée pour pied. Pour que c'est à bientôt, à y aller con Kalokeo. Il est donc là. Pourquoi il est pour toi, pour les gens pour payer de la clé. Sinon, on peut aller pour toi, Pia. Donc, pour la mine, il est bien pour passer pour ta carte. Et tant qu'il a bien, voilà, il est bien, pour le pied, on s'y a tout, mais bien, à point que les gens n'ont pas tout là, que vous sentez là. Voilà, il est bien. Pour prendre le gars, pour prendre le gars, bien, on va dire pour qu'il va, pour prendre le gars. C'est que il faut que pour damer les pour nous sangue derrière son mine toi carrega do carrega non pour là et que là doit ne pas nous pour le bien quoi habiter et pour là ça nous coûte très cher on le il est avec là et pour dans le monde pour le go et vraiment il est bien et pour ya comment ben quand nous il est beaucoup mieux que nous va mais quand nous il est vraiment c'est un peu et tant que là qui yeah c'est moi quand tu es parce que comment va
newly graduated theater. This is just a newly built theater.
If you have a press conference here and you're standing over there, you want to explain things, it'll be on that big screen. You want to have a talk show like Oprah Winfrey, all of you want to have a discussion with the press, the entire press will be seated there, you're right there, the microphone comes from up right there, they ask you your question. And you know, when you appear today, there were a lot of journalists that say, why you left me out? Well, we didn't leave them out, it was just set the way it was set. Next time when you appear, I hope to have you over there, and all of them can be here. The microphone can be making its rounds around, and everybody will be covered. But this is a modern theater that anybody can have a press conference here, can have a presentation here. We have the biggest screen in the Republic, and we're the only ones with television right now that is in Bonn, Lofa, Grand Jeter, Bombing, so forth and so on. So, like today, people were watching you in Sweden, people were watching you in Lofa. Hopefully, by next week, the substation in Sacré-Pied will be completed. If we get something to put something in it, then that's it. But this is where they say was a casino. It is no casino site. It is the most modern next to the ministerial complex. Our screen is bigger than the ministerial complex, so no comparison. I think you can see how they play cool.
Okay, so that's the voice of the Director General Eugene Facon, briefing the Vice President on the theater here at the LBS facility. Talk talking Eugene Facon. He's the Director General, and I'm Mike Facon. We are here with schools of other media institution touring the facility of the Liberia Broadcasting System. So, keep being there, folks.
So, what you're looking at over there, that whole wall was down. Let me show the vice president. That whole wall was down. Nothing there was here. It was toilet, garbage, and what have you. But through our little funding, we were able to come up with a design and to do it like this. Our workers work very, very hard. So you can see over there will be like a basketball court. The sand you see in the middle will be a beach volleyball court. And then over here, we'll use it for table tennis. And on May 8th, God's willing, when all of you are here to dedicate this new complex, that's where we're going to use for the dedicatory ceremony. It will be like a little park like something where everybody can sit on the Palawa horse. This was done by ourselves with our own little money that they paid from Palawa, $10 we managed to do with the help of the president. The president was able to help us with a little amount of money for us to redesign it with the Chinese themselves.
So now we are headed to this project that was sponsored by the China Aid. Vice President State making some facilities within the LBS. I've been escorted by the Director General that's using the Facon.
We have one of the best conference rooms.
This is the conference
in the country. Not one of the best. You can utilize it, you can come and hear a small thing. You see our chairs, they're very soft. Presentation can be done here. And at the end of the day, board meetings can be held here. This is what was given to us by the Chinese. We're keeping it very neat and clean. And May 8th, it's one thing that the Liberian people will see. So this is our conference.
A very cozy conference room here. So we still within the same yes.
Indeed. Let's get rid of it.
So that's cool.
Mr. Davis. Hi, everyone. Hey, you guys. Hi, Mr. Davis. Long time no see. Indeed, LBS will never be the same. So, Hi, everyone. Mr. Davis, what are you doing? You can hear me? Yeah, I say again with the 10-year-old. You sure you can hear me? Are you okay? I hear you breathing so hard. Can you hear me? Can you say something? Obviously not. Go back out and come. Go out and come back in. Mr. Davis, is that you breathing? I'm worried about you. Hey everyone. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Hey guys, hi everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you're watching from, thank you for coming. Mr. Davis, go out and come back in, please. I don't know if you're hearing me or not. Yeah, you're breathing too hard. That's kind of concerning, Mr. Davis. Hi everyone. Guys, excuse my bad head, dead hat, okay? Just bear with me a little. Wait, he's back. Let me see.
Yeah, I was not hearing you.
Yeah, I want to hear you breathing. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, that was kind of. Hi, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Man, how's your family? How's everyone doing, y'all? Thank you for
Everybody,
coming to our little homo platform once again. We appreciate you. So now, never mind. That was a. I didn't mean to. So, Mr. Davis, hi everyone. Welcome to people. Welcome everybody. We would like to welcome you. This is how we'd like to welcome you once again to our little platform to talk our little tabata here. You know, when everybody have said their own, and we're the last people you listen to before you go to bed. You always like to come and chill with us. We appreciate you. We don't take it for granted. Thank you. Even if it's one of you here, we appreciate it. Right, Mr. Davis?
yes.
Yep.
Anybody on the platform listening to us is very important.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate
Everybody
them.
share the video.
Well, we're all here for Mama Liberia. Everybody talk their own. But tonight we're gonna put a little spin on it, right? So
Yeah.
we will be talking a little bit about somewhere on the continent. Okay, so that would be South Africa. We'll talk a little bit about what's going on in South Africa. Y'all know we are African people. We can't leave our neighbors out, even though they are acting like maniacs. They think they are, not part of us right now, but they are. And as much, even though what matter them right now, but when something bad, God forbid, start happening to them right now, we would be feeling bad, right, Mr. Davis, because they are our brothers and sisters.
Exactly. So.
It's like fools and idiots right now, but it's the continent, man. We have to. When I see stuff like this, guys, and I just wonder, I'm like, this wonderful United Africa that people are always talking about, fighting for, like, I would love to see it with all of these madness going on. I really want to see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Amaris?
How are you? I mean,
not bad.
Bossman David, how you doing?
Yeah, good, Maurice. Long time.
I mean, I hear that you don't want lost me. I always do army. I never leave army behind. I always do.
I make it come once a week, and the other guy then they can.
Oh no, he didn't.
Anytime army come, anytime Ami come, I'm always with
I
her.
always
So
checking to see whether on the
Just
on the.
call me and I'll give you the handle and you can come on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Just call me and I'll let you in. But Amy can be busy. You know,
when
Amy.
Imogen know when you calling, I call in. Imogen know when you calling.
I know that this time she can be on.
Okay.
No. Stuff. I've been busy lately. You know, my kids are getting ready to get out of school. There's too many activities going on, and then work, and life of a single mom.
Graduation month. Graduation come all the time.
A newly single mom, so I'm
Oh,
getting used to this thing. So y'all gotta bear with
uh,
me, okay?
newly single,
You've been used to that ever since.
newly single. Yeah, the woman telling you she newly single, but they say she
And
been
say
used to that ever since.
she
I
been
know,
used
hang
to
on.
it. It just been declared now that but you been used to it.
What is he talking
Amen.
about?
What are
Like,
you talking about? The woman
Single
telling you
mother.
she newly single mother. She just become
And say
single mother
single
newly.
mother she
Not
been used to it.
okay, Mr. David,
anyway.
we'll give it to you.
Anyway, yeah.
What are you having?
It just start today. You know how many years start?
Now you know my problem.
What are you talking?
No, how many years? How many years? What's that, Mr. Davis? Please tell me. I don't know. Oh, Liberian people, you're too interesting,
I kept brought up. So yeah,
Yeah,
Mr. Davis. I just
we
got
can talk before
years.
thing.
yeah, I said that one. I only say you kept brought up.
No, I mean we can talk before thing. I can take it back. I will take it back.
You all know apology. I mean it. You see my age. You all know apology. Speaking of
So,
Yeke, yeah. Speaking of Yeke, I'm concerned about Yeke at this moment, right? I know Yeke is not a big person. He's not a fat person. He's not whatever. But I think he lost a lot of weight. He may
but
be trying to
only red shirt the man can wear the rebel shirt.
why red have to be rebel shirt?
But
But
I
they made
always
a
do the war.
but they made a rebel. They made a who?
What they see the
Oh,
man
that's
wear
your rebel.
red. Even the daily expecting that red. Red.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you want campaigns are red.
Yeke declared campaign open today. Yeke seems to be the new NEC that we have in the country right now. So, guys, let's talk about it. Is that what me? First of all, I want to play a video to laugh at him for, but let's talk about what's in our mind. Just missed it. Yeke things I know we don't have time. We came out late, and then we'll go to our stuff affecting brothers. They want everyone to go to that country. We'll go to them. So we are tired. We don't want you no more. Okay. So you call me if I came. But anyways, go ahead, Mr. Davis. I hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for bringing the show to life again. Thank you, Maris. Thank to all those that are listening to all tonight. We appreciate you. We love you. We
Yeah.
we get one denominator, which is Liberia. Our goal is the best we can get out of Liberia, or what we can give Liberia. We should ask what we can do for Liberia. Now asking Liberia to do for us. So we thank everybody here. You here for a purpose to listening. Even we say anything that you don't like, just listen and take the good out of it. Thank you.
Go ahead and go into the whole Yeke
What the
situation.
Jaga situation?
Yeke is having a
But
country tour right now.
you see, Liberia is one of the country. I feel for Liberia. I feel for our generation. Because when our generation was okay, we met war. And after 14 years added to your age, forget about it. You're already adult. Without that experience the war from the beginning to the end. From 1989 to what they call. So Yeka is part of those groups. And for his own, he went in the war and fought. After war, he aged when he entered the war, and after the war, he decided to be a big man. And most of the worst thing they do to Liberia was When they disarm the people, they never rehabilitated them. So Yeke was not rehabilitated. See how he talk. He talk almost the same way they were talking from the bush. So he's not rehabilitated. Oh, Yeke was rehabilitated. He will not talk. He will not speak the way he speaks. You will not be challenging authority. You will not go to God. No. People can be in authority and people can be removed from authority. So I believe that the government need to do another thing, or those in the diaspora need to do something and go back to Liberia and rehabilitate most of the fighters. Most of them are not rehabilitated. Most of them they are even suffering from mental problems. We don't know. They are not tested yet whether they have mental problems. But I believe that some of the things that are embarrassing him. But he don't want to say I want to go for A, or I want to go rehab, or I want to do something. He feel that he's big, so he can't do it. So most of them going through problems, but we don't know. And we need screening program in Liberia where they will screen every Liberian, even if passing by anybody screening. Because some of them can be in good clothes, but they do have problems. Like, sometimes they say, oh, the person died, or the person fall down and died. You don't know that problem. A lot of people in Liberia, they do have problems. So we need to carry on screening in Liberia to see whether you're mentally stable or you're not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More is this?
Yeah, what's in my mind? I just want to start with, I don't know, it's not a talking point. You brought your South Africa,
No,
but
free.
you kind of look like you got kind of little resemblance South African.
Maybe
Is that why you
maybe
look like South African? Is that why
Yeah.
you brought a South African issue here?
Yeah, because
You look like South African. You actually dress like South African, and you know that South African show, even Chaka Chaka, all those South African women. That's how you just
I
look
dress in
like one of
that.
them. Yeah, you look like one of them. But anyway, I mean, it's good to be here. It's late, but it's better late than never. We're here. This is our time. This is the schedule. Look, the thing here is that even if you come on 2 o'clock in the night, you have somebody who will watch you because that person that they own a time, that just their own a free time. So it's never a bad time. It's never a bad time to we live in a sleepless world now. There are people when you think it's time for you to sleep, that it's time for them to open, that it's time their own are open, they just break for them. So, but look, what's on my mind? I just want to talk a little bit about our former president and end up with the Yake issue.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that guy too. Thank you.
Is it, if it's a talking point, I'll just skip it and just go straight to the Yake issue.
You guys can just throw it in there. I'm like, go
Yeah,
ahead.
all right. You see, our former president. The reason why we even talk about this, the reason why I'm even attempting, or other people will talk about it, because it's our former president, and we have a country where people give their definition to everything. People discuss everything based on politics. If you have a country where we have three branches of government, one of the branch of government took action, let's say in the house, took action against one of their members, then somebody, instead of beating on those lawmakers, those people that that played active role, they leave it and go jump on the president. They're making it look like they're arguing, stretching their vein that the president responsible. So if you have a society like that, you can't just leave everything pass. Some things they got to discuss it. Other than that, we're not surprised of Mr. Weah. It's just who he is. For him to come up and say, the vice president, when the vice president was sick, I don't understand anything about Mr. Weah. That like he the one did everything for everybody. Nobody have ever done anything for him in your whole life. He just God just brought him in this world. He became Mr. Weah. Nobody did anything for him. I don't understand. Look, the vice president saved this country. The vice president deserved everything. All the molestation that were given this vice president, it was not called for. He deserved it. In our favor. Look, even if Mr. Weah has a president of a country, a former vice president sick, and you decide to take whether that your own money or that government money, that's your responsibility, Mr. President. You don't know that. That's what a good leader do. You're supposed to take care of that man. That's only for you to come stand and be boasting and talk about how I help the man. Since Mr. Weah left power, he been taking his benefit. He not hear Bwaka or any of government official making issue out of it. No, because he deserve it. He's a former president. He deserves his benefit. And he has been standing for it from the time he left. Every month he will stand the benefit. You know, hear Bwaka, President Bwaka come on the radio and talk about no, because why? Mr. Weah deserve a benefit as the former president. Madam Joa Hawatilo deserve her benefit. They're not favor. Mr. Bwaka is not doing favor for them. They deserve it. So I don't understand. And for you to even come on and say, oh, they were my friend, someone friend, they were even sick. I decided to help them. They say no, they rather die. Imagine that. Imagine the kind of person you are.
Who would say something like that?
No, but just imagine the kind of person you are. It tells you the kind of person you are. Somebody is at a dying point. The person is still refusing your offer. It just shows the kind of person you are.
That's not
You
even
know?
true.
But let's say even it is true. Let's say even it's true. Amy, there are some people you will say, you know what, I'd rather die, but I will not take it from you. I will not eat your food. Because who they are. So this is the kind of man that people still looking at. People still looking at him to be their leader. People still looking at him to come back. All former president, when they leave office, they will institute some kind of lay organization or lay group something. Mr. We don't even know that. When vice president became vice president, former vice president, he had a foundation, Waka Foundation. When Madam Salif left office, Madam Salif had a foundation. Mr. We are just passing around. When he say, going to the church and talk part of Tabata. You pastor. You don't even know that when you do good for somebody, you're not even supposed to talk it all over. You don't know that one there?
As they
I
be a
don't.
trickster.
I'm seriously. What is the whole thing about? Are they here for the person? Are they so what? So that what made they will take the contract, give it to you?
Mm.
It's just sad, man. It's just, but look, it was just good that God help us, God save us from this catastrophe. God really save us. Because the make it never disappoint people. Never. He never disappoint people. You know? They may even believe that when somebody criticizes me and the person die, that because of he. Seriously, even the people that are behind, they believe that if I just wake up today and say we can never become president again, and tomorrow God call me, they will say, oh, hey Morris, and you were talking yesterday, and you were saying yesterday we can be, I can happy. What kind of nonsense is that? Who is Mr. Weird that somebody can? But anyway, enough said on that. We only say this thing because the kind of person, the kind of society we have. And, he not doing favor for Bwaka. The president not doing no favor for him. Mr. President, go inform, go behave like a former president. On the part of the Yeke issue, look, one would have thought that Yeke gets sense, but the guy ain't get no sense. He ain't got no sense. Because the first thing, this guy is not even considering his own security. This may serve as he may serve in the police. He serve as the police commander in Central Monrovia. I'm not even sure Yeke can even write incident report. I'm seriously, I doubt it. I can bet my neck on the cabin boy. You cannot write incident report. Because here is the guy. You just wake up. You go in the various counties. You know nobody. You are not a citizen. You just wake up. You just go all over the place. You run a campaign to remove Bwaka. You are. What you think? You don't know that Bwaka gets supporters too? They go engage you. You don't know that? Are you thinking of that? I think one of the play when Grand Crew was somewhere, I know South Grand Crew, the people are telling him, no matter that thing there, so young boy will tell you, that thing, they don't bring that to you. Because this is the area they just signed a contract to pave the road to that place. They go in telling the people that I want delay Bwaka. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Seriously.
He has no brain.
I don't understand this guy. Are you even taking your own security into consideration? I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's,
So hopefully, I don't want anybody to touch you again. You're looking like a crazy man right now.
Amy, you can't say, Amy, you can't say that. If you
Nobody.
brought back, yeah, you can say that. People can react differently.
The
If you,
problem is the time Joe we are in power. He saw here coming when he went grand. He saw what happened there.
exactly,
He
exactly.
saw what happened there.
The Green Genome, but
The grand jury said, "My man, just move in the play. Don't see the say." He said, "How the
Because
police barricaded him." He saw what
because
happened.
in 5 seconds,
That way
in five
he
seconds,
had
Amy,
no recession to River say he passed.
in
There was
five
no
seconds,
recession for River say he passed.
in 5 seconds, Amy, in 5 seconds, Amy. All they know is they want to make it. I brought President Bouaka. I brought President Bouaka. Look, when you think you supported President Bouaka, you brought President Bouaka to power for your own personal reason. If you think because of your own anger, your own personal reason, you bring Weah back to power, there are some of us that will stand up to you to say no, it can never happen. There are some Liberians that will stand in your face to say no, it can never happen. I saw another woman, that Jacqueline woman that say, oh, except God that one God or that two God when this and that, but we will come back.
Ooh, Johnny Mama.
Yeah, except that one God,
That
there are
one
not two God. Yeah,
for
we will come back.
Do I Johnny Mama do to me? But anyways, all those people
What is
that
that?
stuff.
Who told you that people care about higher fee? Nobody care about higher fee. The country would not. I gave it a year. Right.
All those people, Morris, they are just they are in it for self greed and something they don't care about the country because the things that they expect that President Borga to be doing, especially the lady you're talking about, those criminal and crooked lives, the way they do businesses and the way they live, they want because I know somebody higher in power. So this is gonna, boost my business to crook people, and that's not what President Boycott stands for. So the people turn against him and stuff. All of this thing is just self benefits. They're doing it for themselves and self greed. That's all. And that's the sad part, Mr. Derek, about our country. Like, even okay, so I try to find this video, right? There's a video that I did when Yeke went to was it Maryland, where he saw the ambulance parked, and then he started criticizing his colleagues about the ambulance, and the guy that was there acting like he was laying complaint to Yeke. He didn't know who to lay complaint to. I said Yeke guy, and then bicycle in his own district. You were telling that guy, telling you again about the bike, the car, the ambulance, how saying he brought it, he parked it, and stuff like that. Do you know what that man said when the camera boy was asking him about the hospital renovation? If people been coming to renovate the hospital, he said, "Oh yeah, people been coming here to do some work on it, but I don't care about that. Those things it's not benefiting me. Yeah, I want to come to the place that benefit me." And I was like, "What?"
Wow.
So this is what, this is how some Liberians think, right? You talking about a hospital in a district. You live in that community. And then you say it's not benefiting you, so you
And
don't they're trying to renovate it, and that doesn't benefit you. The reason why he's saying that because they're not taking money and putting it in his personal pocket.
But let's get money.
They're doing it for the community, for the district. You're not taking it and giving it to him personally. So if anybody would come and give him money personally to take it to his house, to him and his family, in our whole district, and they're polluting it, they're doing all kinds of things, they're stealing, they're saying have resources there, and people just come in there, they're stealing it. So as long as they putting something in his pocket and making whether they're drinking water or making it, unsafe for people and something, he wouldn't care. Because why? They're giving him something personally. And that's how most of Liberian people, that's how they think now. And that reminds me of this. I'm going to say thank you very much. Remember doing the campaign. Remember that guy, Morris?
Yeah, I know the guy from Lofa.
Do you know how much money he got from people in the diaspora? Bought him 2 bikes, And then when the GMB won the honesty mail or what? And this guy is still needed. He was still wanting more. Like every time he come, that entitlement that they feel that because I know you, or because it must just be me. What
But
about people in that
that
community?
guy has special invitation for the inauguration.
Huh?
They invited him special for the inauguration. It was special
Exactly.
invitee for the inauguration because attending that inauguration.
The kind of things you got. Nobody who cast that vote in that area got it. If
They
we
buy
for
motorbike.
them to do a steam mill or a rice mill for everyone in that community, in that district, no, it was just all about me. And even after all that they have given him, he had the audacity to still stand there and say they haven't done anything for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mindset of some Liberians. It's just all about them. All of the selfish and greed and ungratefulness. That when you're not doing it one time, oh, you're not a good person. You're sometimes about all the things you done for them. You think you get your own bike to go? They're giving you money to do all of that. To go run campaign. That you won't vote for JMB or that you won't run campaign. Everybody who voted for him in that era, you benefited more. So when I heard that guy saying that on the table, we're talking about hospital. You and your family live in that place. Like when you get sick, all your children get sick, where they can come. Because it's not money being given. I'm pretty sure that representative probably told him that you are going to get him something. And he haven't get it. So he acting like, I don't care what is going on here because it doesn't benefit me. So this is what we're saying. You're going around talking about people or JMB not doing their JMB because people are trying to ask him like, what is the problem? Where did it all go wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you all of a sudden 360 degrees? Because nobody's seeing anything. Oh, because I thought Boga saying you're coming to stealing for the people, but Boga stealing from the people. Stealing from the people, how? How? You just went, how many countries you been to already? You flying through it. Now one barrel picture you have posted or video you already posted. You flying through those countries then. Was that what you were doing? Josh Weir time that Baga and Josh Weir doing the same thing. So that's why he looks stupid in front of people. He going there saying all kinds of things. And how dare you? You don't even know you telling people so you got a house in here and there, you got to be somebody like bunch of melody that he talking, but you telling the people you doing this, you doing that. Every time you talking about you care for the Liberian people. The government is 3 branches, my brother. What are you doing? You going in session and trying to disrupt and not trying to connect with your colleagues to do stuff for the district or to publish something. Oh, this is what my district needs. So that's the advocacy your people need. Not for you to go sit down on Palava and causing precedent for no reason. No reason whatsoever. When you tell your guys to point out one thing, when you were doing the same stuff about George Weah people, it was something because people saw those things happening. And then people want to sit down, reaction, and other opposition and want to switch it and want to make it look like it's the same. No, it's not the same. It is not the same because nobody's seeing anything. Nobody's seeing any reason why you turn into this because, we know you turn into that because that's where you feel comfortable. You want to make it look like when they not see you doing anything, you want to make it look, oh, the government is not doing that, then you don't want to, but you are part of the government. You are part of the government. Nobody's stopping you. Like you are being stopped 6 years ago. No one's chasing you. No one's doing anything to you. You can bring your family in the country, nobody, but because you're chasing the little girls then, you want to lie. You want to always be on the voting, the voters' mind. So you want to act like, oh, I'm talking for my people. Like, people are not stupid. When something bad happens, you're talking the way you hear it. But when nothing bad happening, then you just get it, you start talking stupid and you say the boy love me. I'm popular. You're testing the real thing now. You popular? You think like people are crazy, or you think this is war days and no camera, no internet, that people can see everything that's going on? What are you going to tell that people that going on in Monrovia that they can't see already? They put that in the villages. They're seeing everything already. Everybody always open that camera to watch. you know. So yeah, it's like a laughing stuff. But I feel bad for him now. But then again, I don't feel bad because your ego. All you had to do was to say, like, remember, I apologize. I spoke, fast, or I said something that was out of line. It's no, but no apology. Then when they ask you, say, okay, so what did you say? Then you want to repeat yourself. Well, if it's so good, why can't you repeat it? So Jagger is like a mess right now. We all nobody needs to touch Jagger. I hope nobody touch him. Let him
No,
be.
they only play you Monaco Grand Jile. You go Grand
Jagger
Jile.
is looking for attention. He want people to look at him and then be like, "Oh, I see a boy attack me." That's what he's looking for.
I'm telling you, on 100%, you go Grand Jile to attack him.
The only thing he shouldn't do, whatever he's doing here, madness he's running around, he should do it in the confines of the law. Because if you break the law, I don't know if Jagger has the right to declare campaign open. If he's the NEC,
according to the election law, only election commission can do that.
Exactly. So the people then can be passing around with it that want to know about freedom of speech. Is that freedom of speech too? Somebody breaking the law. And then when he get arrested for doing that, that freedom of speech. Why they make him speak? Why everybody? We breaking the law to that freedom of speech. So I don't know if they're not saying that as well, but
no. But the thing here is that Amy, the thing here is that there's specific time for campaign. Campaign has not been declared, right? Yeah. Regardless of what Bouaka gets supporters. President Bouaka is the president of the country. President Bouaka is the chief initiator of all the development in the country, right? Now, this is just common sense. That's what I say, the man, because you see, when you security man, the first thing that comes to your mind in anything that you do, your security. You think about your security. This man is the president of the country. They're not campaign. Campaign nothing. Nobody running campaign. Okay. Say for instance, you come in my district, look for Grand Two. There are some areas in the country, no road. I've never been there, no paved road. They sign a contract that is supposed to carry road. Okay, let's say for Cape Mount. The Cape Mount people so excited because why? They come and get 4 lane. The government just signed and they already start the project.
One crazy man going to the capital city, Rawalsport.
Exactly. One crazy man he go stand in front of people say, "Oh, they may bring in all the development here. I want delete it." Oh, somebody will stand in your face. Mm-hmm. Look, everybody will not react the same way. It's just like, and this is what I say sometimes. If my father, maybe the papa gets 10 children, if you just wake up every morning cussing at me, maybe I could say, you know what? Maybe me and some of my brother will say, you know what? That man a crazy man. Somebody will say, no. That man there, I will not take it. That man, that my pa. You can't be cussing my pa every time. I will stare in your face. So everybody will not react the same way. You go keep money. Somebody will say, you know what? But this is nonsense. This is madness. This man who doing all the good thing for us. Where you coming from? You can't say you want deleting, you want do, you want, especially when you have no right and not capital yet. Somebody will stay in your face. I want to say he's not concerned. He's not taking his security into consideration as a security man. But anyway, like I said, a man who became a commander, a Central Morovia commander. Like I said, I'm not even sure you can know how to even write instant report. He doesn't know. The only thing you can do.
The man not security man is a rebel.
The only thing the brother know is to cause and shoot gun. Probably the only thing you know.
Yeah, the rebel.
Because it's just madness. It's just crazy. It's just complete madness. Nowhere the thing you can do, nowhere, no decent society that thing can happen.
When the people
brother, you want rock campaign?
The people are giving an arm to go to school. You get them never get armed. They consider themselves they will be people so they can go through rehabilitation whatsoever. Nothing.
You get all right. 2029. Wait for 2029 when they declare election. You get all right to go campaign for Bouaka.
They will vote you get next month for president.
You get all right.
So why would you vote 2029?
I would denounce Liberia. I would.
Not even denounce Liberia. You can say he's an election commission. He's everything. So he declared election open. So let's see who will vote for him. Let's see
Yes,
what I hear election commission who can
Maximus.
in hand something. Let's see what happens. Let him go. Let him do campaign. Maybe you want to be president. That way, go all the county.
So yeah, the thing about anyway, Pamela just joined us, so let's just let him come in. I wanted to test on the weird thing a little bit, but yeah, Pamela, fire, you got no, got for them.
Well, thank you very much, Amy. And let me just extend greetings to my fellow panelists. Sharing the platform tonight is a privilege for me tonight. And I know you guys were previously elucidating on this whole Yege saga. And well, listen, I have said it over and over. Let me just copy from what Representative Meman Briggs said. It is the media that gave Yeke the audience today, the visibility. Because everywhere they see him, they want to create story, so they run there with their microphone, and that's the reason why Yeke is making noise all over the country today. But Yeke is an unserious person, and right now, psychologically, he's in a declining, and
position
and a denial post, and it's just something that is so pathetic for somebody who was given the second chance, because for the fact that he insulted the former President Weah, and everybody saw the hostile position from then CDC, Youth Wing, and other auxiliary group against Yeke, and also the regime and the brutal suppression or aggression against him. And people felt that it was because of that pressure they put on him, and he was cornered, and he had no way. And, a defenseless man.
I was one of those people.
Yeah, a defenseless man who felt that there's no other way out, but you have to come out and express himself in the way he did. And people felt that, oh yes, we need to liberate our people. And at that time, we don't care who or what the message was. Our goal was to ensure that we get over there and replace Josh Weah. That was the goal.
And rescue the country.
Rescue the country. And no matter what form, in which way it came, we owe no apology for that. We are unapologetic for that. And I will say, we owe no apology for that. So, after winning the election, someone who felt that he was marginalized, he was suppressed, oppressed, and depressed in the previous regime, and now we said this is a dawning of a new day. This is a beacon light of hope that have already shined. But instead, you see, thank God, it was good enough God made us to undress the devil.
Unmask him.
Before the devil even reached in town, we unmasked the devil. And that's why my uncle, Dr. Famula, said, now we can see that the emperor is naked. Before, people never knew that the emperor was naked, but now we can see that the man has nothing to contribute. The first thing he started with was the issue when the president went to identify with people who lost their life. And by then he was not even inaugurated yet. He was, he was still a president-elect.
People who got
he had not been inaugurated yet. So he, unscrupulously and becoming very impulsive as he has always been, quickly ran to do a same loud mouth thing and say, oh, Joseph Brocker must tell us where he got the 50,000 from. Excuse you? A man who served as a vice president for 12 years, and according to y'all, up there, he worked for 45 years in government,
Mhm.
And he still live in the same old house he said you guys claim he lived in, and he had never left the country, and never gone nowhere. He don't have any other property anywhere. That the man who was served as a vice president for 12 years, and each of those 12 years, he holds a vice president budget was over $1 million for 12 years, and you say the man go broke? Does that even make sense? And for the fact that the man announced that he lived on loan, people who don't have real thinking, that's why we say education. I continue to preach to my friends. Education is important. And the House of Legislature will have to make a law to amend that particular 86 Constitution to put some dignity on our house by adding some requirements, basic educational requirement for people who will go over there. There's no form of marginalization, but some people should, there should be some level of a degree of education to take people in there. And so we can continue to have nuisance. We can continue to breed Latin colloquial barbarian in our house to go over there and just be spewing garbage, and we don't even know what exactly they own in there. And it's so disturbing every time you open your phone. And I read one of my friends sent me. He's at my job area, but I always let him to follow the Liberian politics. So one time he ran into the Yeke man, and people they put honorable to a name, but the gesticulation and the way he was saying, the way he was talking, and then he asked me, why is that guy always angry? All the videos I've seen for him, he's always angry. He's never composed. Angry. What kind of honorable man is this? I said, I'm sorry, but that's what we got. That's what we have.
That's the best we can do.
That's all. That's all we have. When the capable is not available, the available become capable. That's what we have. So this man has been going in this cycle, and you think that he's going to do that same deceit where he will continue to, every administration come in, he will do the same thing, and then he will be collecting free paycheck. Every time he goes to session, they throw him out. The more he take his salary, take his benefit, and he send money to his family in Ghana. And imagine he sat on the platform to say his family uses $500 United States dollar every day. Who are you? Where are you taking all the so the Liberian people stupid enough?
He's a liar.
But you believe that thing?
My man, that's what he said. Who am I?
I don't know what he said, but you believe what he said?
It left for the Liberian people, and that's the reason why we gave him enough time to change.
We were lying to Chancellor. We're not capture Guinea. We're not capture this. They were lying.
Yeah. He lied so much, and he fooled himself until he had found out been caught in an inescapable web. And thank God, that same verbal diarrhea we always talk about. We say Yeke has verbal diarrhea. That diarrhea, running stomach, see how running stomach, the verbal running stomach did to him. He went quickly to say things without thinking, and he put him in trouble today. So he alone going to face it out of that particular withdrawal syndrome that he honor. He going around. Thank God he's promoting this government that he has reached as far as the world says. Places that people used to stay 7 days to reach.
Maryland.
He has reached all the way over there now. In no time, in less than 3 days, he already over there. So people used to take 1 week, 2 weeks, people used to buy articles and all. But this is there's a manifestation now that indeed President Boubacar kept his promise that there'll be no car that will be stuck in the mud. And
not even yet.
Are pliable with on mobility, landing off for a fast pay cut like more than the population of his follower. He landing them up and he going, and you see that's a beauty. And on mobility, they said confess that the rules are good. He praised the minister, unlike the other spineless guys who felt that the man ate the money. He said, the man ate the money, but on mobility and other people who get some level of intelligence say, the rule is pliable, and thank God NTA bus can go as far as Maryland and come back, and people are going, our people are moving, and more to come. But Yeke Koroba, he is his own nemesis. He is his own darkness. He is his own that agony and sorrow. He is self going to sit down and read our sorrow and lamentation. They say,
let me play this. Sorry, let me play this before you move on to VR so we can laugh more. He's like, bro, boy, why they have to play this song? That's what I want to know. Why was this song necessary?
This song is for sorrow. When you're in sorrow, all the African movies there. when the sorrowful part reach,
Is it coming up? Oh, no.
No, I'm not hearing the sound.
Oh no, that was the
I
best
play
part.
that what the song mean when the sorrowful part reach.
Oh yeah, well, when we were kids, we saw the movie called Guardian Angel. That was the
Oh my
screen.
God, this is not fair. It's not playing.
That was the screenplay from that movie they called Guardian
You see,
Angel.
I can look how he looking.
Yeah, he
You did
reduced
it,
himself
And I
to.
tell you, only rest the American way.
Man, I get too much. Man, I carry plenty of clothes. Man, is a reckless grown-up boy.
The man during the time they exposed they suspended him. I mean they expelled him. That red
All right, guys. I don't know what happened to the song.
Let me get quickly conclude on the whole Yege story. And today, I'm seeing surrogates of the CDC with all the nurse they're making preparation to feed Canada in District 10 to contest. Why they making all the nurse on the side? So they are doing this double face thing, and the two mouth behave in the pocket pan, putting things in both sides of the jaw.
They don't carry Josephine?
No, they don't want Josephine, man. They know that as we are dead, they don't want that as we are dead. Get so.
It will be bow.
They're not carrying her, but they're looking at they can carry Molu because Molu is a goldsmith, man. And you know they put not get goldsmith shop.
Molu will go there. I think Molu will be.
Molu go where he goes sit down there. You get caught by in the first round. In the first election, you get caught by being black and blue. Since that time, he ever go back there to go contest, and he went there. You get caught. I didn't want me. You get won the first round into that in 2017. That he the one was the meek candidate over there. The big get it out your.
I think Jeremiah song going.
No, he says he's not contesting. But I mean, they get some Google songs over there. And Nelson Colette there. Like what I told Nelson the other day. I said when Nelson Colette in that district, you over there, you get called by a representative. You're in all the country men leave over there. You're left in that district and you get called by being representative. What you're doing right now, you got the opportunity now.
Nelson likes the microphone.
No, you know. In our district, the Lofian and more in our district too.
They get a Lofian, they get a Nimbanians there too. The Nimbanians get a whole island over there.
Are more in the district.
Yeah, from
well, quickly, Yega Koluba had already dug his own place to rest, and he going to rest. And thank God, the Liberian people can see clearly that he has contributed nothing. 7-8 years over there. One single law we gave the only time. Let me borrow Senator Delon Small. The only time the people of District 10 knows that you get called back go to work is when they say, "Oh, they put your lawmaker outside." They put him outside, and everybody know, "Oh, yeah, the man want to work today." So who is that guy?
That's a shame.
And then the worst case scenario, they saying, "Oh, the Unity Party, oh, President Braka is the reason why." You see, that's why I see ankle bracelets guys sitting there and saying, "Oh, it was President Braka who engineered this portion," and everybody it's almost like let's go and get President Braka, and that's the reason why I continue to emphasize: if you are going on a long trip and you find dogs barking at you, and you decide to stay or stand to take stool and throw at or any of those dogs, you're not reach your area soon. So just keep moving. And we are following what the old man said. We will keep moving. We get time for little KK dogs. Let it be there, be backing that area there. They are supposed to back. Let it keep backing. Those backings are distraction. We don't want distraction. Now you see that they're opening the road. You already seeing the road now in Douala. You see the bombing road. Some prophets of doom are sitting on that platform saying, "Oh, that whole platform did a scam. They're not even going to start that project. They ain't even get the money." But the machine on the road and they're working, they will never right now. So all the prophets of doom and people who think that there's nothing that's going to come out of Liberia will continue to rebuke them by fire, by force. And prophecy, we that believe that the prophet, we that believe that name Joseph is not him. He came for a reason, and for that reason that he has set the people of Israel free from captivity, and he set them on a path to prosperity. Today they have a land what they call their own. This Joseph will lead Liberia into that path, and we are going to be here supporting him in any form, and all the other elements who will come in to sway away or to cause some kind of a problem so that
Yeah.
The prophecy cannot be fulfilled, we'll boot them out. And that's what Papa is doing. Once you know you're not working, we'll boot you out. And the media is there. All will be part of it.
2027, 28,
Thank
Joseph
you.
Baba will
So
close the
yeah,
church.
yeah.
Absolutely. By
Them
2028,
Morris coming.
2028, they'll be over.
That was
Those
it.
guys
Campaign
they will
will
learn
be
the
over.
hard way.
Campaign will be over.
Them Morris coming and they was something in it. Then would talk about Papa. We are.
Yeah, but on this Yeke's issue, I think uh even the opposition don't like Yeke because if they don't like him, if they actually and there's a reason why they're not wasting their time because they know that Yeke has no substance. That's why they're not wasting their time on him. Because other than that, they would have gathered Yeke to say, look, because who in their right frame of mind, they just kick you out of the house. They kick you out of the house for unorthodox behavior. Your own colleagues voted against you. Nana, the people that voted against you are not just people from the ruling party. People from even within the opposition voted you out. When you come in, then the next day jump up, you didn't even give yourself a break. If I were Yeke, which I would never be. No, I would never be. But yeah, go for me. I would never be Yeke. But just if I was Yeke, in this case, for whatever reason, if I'm actually expelled in the house, I will just take a break. I will take a break after some time, then I come back to enforce my campaign against Boaka. Not to declare campaign, but to just enforce my campaign against Boaka. But the next, I think the case not even finished yet. The case still in court. Yeah, even though I know he will not go nowhere. The next day, he's out. I know that for sure. He's out. The next day, jump straight. He said, "I declare campaign." They're not craziness there. So the opposition know that they make no substance. What a message you carry. I have to delete Boaka. Mr. Boaka, I will delete you. You know how I brought you the power? What's the message? Okay? What a message you declare campaign. What a message you're taking out there. See, you can be go around the place. What a message. What is he telling the people? What he's saying. I mean, that circular argument. What a message you're taking out there. At least we have time, he have message because we himself created a message that you could take out there, that opposition could take out there. What a message this young man carry out there. So it's Jago tell the people say, oh, Boaka, like I said, it will come a time, like they will go to certain places, the people will stand in your face and say, you know what? That nonsense, they don't bring it here. The very road is standing on. Who fixed the road? Yeah, when you came, the road you drove to come. Who fixed that road? That your nonsense, take it from here. Don't bring out your nonsense. The same way you got your right to say you deleting Boaka, the same way to whoever said to got our right to say we're deleting you too. It's as simple as that. So that's what I say. It's not a security because if you're a security person and he's wise and intelligent enough, he will say that and calculate. And take a deep, do a deep calculation and say, what am I taking there? What is the message? Because nobody responsible for your craziness. You think that everybody can allow crazy person to enter the house? No. Some people will have sympathy. Oh, the man crazy. No, some people will say, no, they're not crazy campaign. They may not come here. So, but again, is the country will have the only reason why we even having this conversation because we have a country where, like I always say, people believe that waking up and cursing somebody, man, that your freedom of speech. People that are educated, people that live in the diaspora, believe that causing somebody mad, that somebody own a right to cause somebody mad for no. So we have to sometimes discuss all these things. But other than that, it's of no substance to even discuss the account.
So the only thing I see in all of this, everybody that claiming supremacy over President Boaka coming to power, Yeke make himself like he was the head nigga in charge, right? During the campaign, everybody claiming that they brought President Boaka to power. But not forgetting that, yeah, you get that right now. When he's doing a campaign, when you get step in the counter, the whole area is crowded, right? Today, he can't even have that. So this is where you come to, you think if you're a rational person, you'll come to self-reflect, right? And say, what is the problem here? You know, Amari, sometimes when you, just because people flooding around you doesn't mean that it's about you. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about the path you're on, right? If people, everyone in the country have already decided to support a person, family, and you start to support that person too, that whole crowd coming to you whenever you preaching that person message, it's not because of you necessarily. It can be about you necessarily. Sometimes it's because that's what the people, that's the position they have already taken. That's their decision they have already made to follow this person. So whoever comes in the same lane with that person, everybody will kind of, give you that morale. They will come around and you'll be thinking, so, oh, these people didn't love me, these people didn't know, because you're on my team.
Yeah, let me just chip in a few seconds. And he failed to realize, that's the reason why I say he's a non-entity. He failed to realize it was the grace of President Boubacar that made him to win that re-election, because it was the Unity Party again, when their supporters said in the open that we'll leave our district to go and vote for Yeke in a district. It was Unity Party then. That's why we continue to re-echo. I had not been the grace of President Boubacar, Yeke who didn't want that district even over that girl. And it was also the Unity Party who supported and provided security for Yeke to secure that vote that he had in that district. It was not by his own evolution, his own magic, or what he think he is. But that's the reason why you see today that he has been booted out. There are people in his district that are happy that he's out. But there are few I don't want to, let me get into that. There are few elements who still like his kind. Even the devil have people that follow him. So you don't expect, and everybody to say, oh yeah, let the man go. There'll be few elements who will be there say, oh no, why you're taking the man from there? So we consider that a part of human being. But for the fact that he's moving all around and you're not seeing no significant, and people basically get looking at him. And in fact, people think he's a clown, he's a comedian, because a man who carry 2 red cards around, nowhere in the grand scheme of logic, we that play soccer, you cannot find a single game for somebody to get 2 red cards with. Even the referee can give 1 yellow card, 2 yellow cards for 1 red card. So when you see one person carry 2 red cards instead of yellow card, you know the person gets some problem.
Well, Famole, Amy struck a very brilliant point. Very, very brilliant point. And a lot of people don't get that. People don't necessarily follow you, they follow the message. Even this young man who sits on the show, the young man that sits on the show screaming every day, this and that. This man took 4 years, almost 4 years. They are brother, Waterspoon. He took 4 years. His station took 4 years. This man's station took sometimes people behave like everybody in the country dump. That's short memory. This man took 4 years. The station took 4 years. President George Weah. 4 years. That's boom. President Weah. In fact, the whole crew went Liberia. They met Weah for 4 hours. They stayed on Weah 4 hours. President Weah. In less than 1 year to election, the park company Weah, for whatever reason, decided supporting Boubacar. You think that was enough? The people were already the decision already made. Henry Costa the same way. He used to be going Liberia, just like the president inside the country. Because he was so arrogant, thinking that it was about him. 2 months to the election. 2 months.
It's doing the same thing you were
2
talking
months to the election. 2 months to the election. He parked company. He think the people just follow. No, that was not. It was not about you. It was about the message. So that was a very brilliant point. And they're not still getting it. That's why they say that I brought President Boubacar. Who are you? Who are you? You think you who? You think it's about you, about the country?
So not even vote.
You all right. Go ahead, Amy.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say is that when the people have already decided, like you said, Aaron Costa, everybody used to be like Aaron Costa is the man. Something when he decided to what cut corners, what happened?
You
Aaron Costa,
doing
they
you doing go and
dismissed.
diamond.
So he thought when he was going to Liberia, oh, I'm going to destroy Joe Walker. So all the nonsense when he was saying, people said, okay, we agree. You see how it worked because what the country have already made up their mind that Joe Walker is the guy we want at this moment. I mean, this guy gotta go. So everybody who came that thought they had something to throw at him, it was like water on rocks. And there's the same thing with Yeager. Yeager was crying when Jeremiah Cohen's son wanted to run in district number 10. We all didn't see that. Oh, they won't put somebody against me. They won't put, if you thought you were the man, why were you so nervous? If you so popular than Joe Walker, why were you so nervous? Think you're supposed to, oh, they won't put somebody behind me. They won't, Jeremiah Cohen, you're going to make sure that I did it. They won't put somebody against me. He was so much shaky and angry about that. They had to tell the ball to drop out. It was Joe Walker because you were with Joe Walker. That's why you had that momentum that you had. We can see it, evidence today. Look at you. Look at the person that you're going. All the things you're doing now. Who running after you? Who doing anything?
I'm happy the government did not waste $1 again on him. He already received his last salary. The last pay was April. It's over.
Yeah.
He's not getting $1. All that thing you're getting, all that extra benefit.
They say owe him.
They owe him. I owe him.
During Jovia's not limping.
Oh yeah, but I business. You wait for Jovia.
The problem here is you got doing all that thing there. Opposition, especially CDC, they pushing it so you can cross. You're not taking it into consideration. Where CDC pushing it so you can cross, you're not taking it into consideration. So say, yeah, my man, just do it. We'll back you. So they will not demonstrate, will not protect for you.
But quickly, let me bring something to your attention, Amy. That's the reason why I said honorability is a sea of distrust and disunity and confusion. Listen, when the Bible says that God is not an author of confusion, there was a reason why. God does not support confusion.
No.
If you look at that particular hearing that they had, that conference they had with Yeke when they asked him to come with his lawyer, when the presiding had already told the lawyers that because there is a quasi judiciary, it's not a regular courthouse, and yet we do not allow lawyers to speak on behalf of the clients. Eugene Facon is a living testament for that. You can speak, or your lawyer can speak to you. Your lawyer can say objection, because I have a court session before here in the United States. And, at my job, they called me to go do a deposition on behalf of another. I was not a person, but another person. But the person was not in the hospital anymore. But I was there, so they say I should go. And the lawyer was sitting right beside me. And when they were asking no question, they said anything. The lawyer said objection. My client cannot answer that. That's all the lawyer do, but everything I don't want answering it. So that exactly, because it almost was the same process. They say talk for yourself. So all the notes that Yeke was doing all around, he reached to a friend man and he said in front of him and he's not able to talk. He said his lawyer must talk. But guess who came in and sowed the seed of distrust? As soon Honorable Berete enter, Musa Hassan Berete, when the people refused to allow Yeke lawyer to be the lead speaker, they said they were walking away. I already know Mariah was going to walk away because I know that's her error. I know she was going to walk away. And as soon as his lawyer decided to walk away, Musa Berete came in and whispered in Yeke's ear and said he shouldn't stay since his lawyer will not be allowed to speak. And you see Yeke putting her hand up. Mr. Presiding, for the first time I see him behaving like that. Mr. Presiding, he stood up there and he waved his right and he walked away. So the man said, okay, no problem. You have the right to walk away.
So even defend himself, he can't do it.
He
but
couldn't.
What's
The
up,
place is
George?
supposed
You
to be
still
fair,
after
sir.
this? We're gonna put my right here today. You muted.
Is Josh in Liberia or he back in Australia?
You see how George getting dry? You know?
That boy there misbehaving. Instead, he's sleeping, not sleeping. Without hearing you, you muted. I don't know what happened to your sound.
What about now?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, guys. I'm listening to you guys enjoying yourself, having party here.
Without you, you gonna put saying that.
Oh, yeah, without me. I said, here you go. 3 minutes 50. Guys, thank you for the show. And the only thing I got to say is that I don't support Yeke. I don't support Yeke. Yesterday, I don't support him today. But here is the hypocrisy that I'm trying to point out. Today, when Yeke say, Baka that rule, you guys say, that ain't true. Baka, I don't show you anything. Yesterday, when Baka said, George, we had a rule, you say, yeah, that's true, but George, we had a rule. He did not show you guys evidence yesterday. He's not showing us evidence today. I don't believe anything he said, but you guys believe what he said yesterday. And that's the problem. Guess what? And that's why someone always stand out. Because we just don't support anything blindly. You see it? I would not, in person, George. He said, excuse my baby food. The nonsense he said today, he said, Bwaga stole money and carry it to Lofa. He said, Bwaga stole money and go give it to people who had the brain thing that happened. That gas thing that exploded. Bwaga stole $50,000. Where you get that money from and go give it to the people? We said, we believe that when people are running campaigns, people donate to them. And that money is to help their campaign. It's to help their campaign. That same money can take it around and help people. So we understand. We're not joining to talk that nonsense, but if you guys yesterday, Joe, we are going to pay a horse. Yeah. Joe, we are paying horse. He stole our money. Why he pay a horse for? You guys were the one that was believing him and said they stole his baby food. Somebody ate baby food at the airport. He took a show. He said, "Go put he took his carrier to Ghana." You guys accepted that, yeah, they won't carry that. What they carry is your king to power. He stayed there in Ghana. He didn't bring it back. He won the election. He not bring it back. 2 years running. You guys were bamboozled. You guys were fooled. Some of us, we cannot be fooled. Because the first thing is that for me, I always want to look for the evidence. Where does the evidence lead?
Just please, man.
Where does the evidence lead? Amy, let me tell you, somebody come to me and say, Amy did this. I will, even you and myself, been fighting Amy. I will ask them, so how she did it? I want to know, Amy. Yeah, we fail what they say. I want to know because guess what? I'm not going to look like a fool tomorrow. I'll go there now and say, yeah, Amy did it. Then they say, yeah, how Amy did it? Then I say, because the way the people are acting, that's why I say Amy did it. Oh no, George, that's not why your master kept me to say to school. It shouldn't happen like that. I'm saying the heart song in pre time again. That's not a business. You
kiss me.
Kiss me as I I used to kiss me back so you can see that I get it born because of kiss.
Why you shut it up?
The thing, yeah, it squashed me. So you see, that's the thing, guys. That's the thing. This guy bamboozled you guys to believe him. All the shenanigans. Joe, we are seeing our money. Joe, we are not seeing any money anymore. Where are we seeing? The people that are selling in the street, the more than are selling in the street than they were selling in the street before.
Not true.
The people that are homeless, they are more in the street now than before. Nothing has changed.
Not true.
But Joe, we are not seeing any money anymore. The money there now. You're making all the money. Joe, we are not seeing it. But what has changed? No social net in the country. What they say when you're not working, okay, we'll find something for you. Or you see, that's the problem with us. That's the problem with us.
Was it in the country before? Was it there before?
No, guess what now? Those are the things that we think will get into place that will change people's lives significantly. Social net. Yes,
so the money men that was in the CDC administration that was industrialized, did they set the foundation for that?
Yes, the foundation was being done. The foundation will be done. I'm not saying that they are perfect or doing it correctly. There's a lot of mistakes the CDC made. And I think that if they are not made mistakes, it was going to be different. Sometimes I don't like the thing our former president said. As soon as the president said people can beg too much and they can beg him for school fees, so he said go and beg him for rent. He said when you're small, go to your people's house. Certain things you can't say as a leader, as a political leader. Certain things you're not supposed to say. They are true. They are good things, but you can't say them. Because when you say them, people will interpret it differently. Also, we supporting and we ask you for rent, then you say, well, go live in our people in house. blah, blah. You see, people get angry about those things. Just like when Baka said, when you walking a long piece of road, going to the foyer, and you see dogs barking on the road. Talking complete nonsense. Talking about dog barking at you. Don't pay attention to the dog. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Keep
That's nonsense. That's
walking.
why leaders cannot speak like that, guys. When you leader, you are leader for everybody. Those dogs say you are leader of them. You can't say those sort of words. You need to say, guys, let me focus. This is our job. We're elected to do this piece of job. So even when someone is even trying to distract you, don't get distracted. Stay on track. Let's make sure we meet and great people. But no, our president can do that one. Tabata don't hear more.
You said the man 90 years old. You said he's 90 years old. He's talking like a 90 years old man.
That word Baka is
Wait,
it
Mr. Derek, come here. The man talking like a 90-year-old man with proverbs, like the way our people talk. But then when it comes to that, they don't want to reduce his age. I mean, that's how old people speak, and we all know that he's not saying anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with what he said.
I mean, everything is wrong with what he said. Just as we are said, people ask me for rain, and I say you still young. Both of
That's
you
quite
people
different.
Even put those two together, how is that the same? When somebody is giving parable, and somebody coming and saying somebody begging me for money, why are you begging me? And somebody giving a parable.
Amy. Tina Chibi said, Proverbs are the oil by which words are eaten, right? So something can arise before you use the parable. So there is a root of that parable. So you can rationalize what a person is trying to say. Because that's something he's trying to portray to you. But because you want to use
now you agree now that you are saying something to portray something. So now you are alluding. Oh, okay, that's fine.
I did not say President Baka insulted anybody to call him dog. I am trying to say that analogy was not proper. You answer, you call me dog. You can't call me dog. That's the whole thing.
I can call you dog.
Yeah, you can continue. My grandma said Quantino.
Come here, Mr. Darius. Or something. Mr. Darius, you got something to say? Come here.
Yeah.
Now Mr. David will talk or he go to sleep.
We look at the Georgia issue. When I was Baka yesterday, it was all sedition, including the men that the widow men are on the land. So we are pay for Joseph Baka Molino body. It will carry all in a newspaper, because that newspaper at Facebook. So we are pay for Joseph Baka Molino burial. In fact, so we are paying money for Baka to go to the
contributor.
But they are not saying today Baka bought cars for Georgia. When Georgia bought out one pickup for Baka, he announced it all over Baka for vice president. But everything Georgia is doing now, they're not announcing it. And I see Baka coming on air, say Georgia is taking a picture. If I would get bought, I think three cars they bought for a convoy. That is right now, a new convoy. They're not talking about it. They will not say it.
No crap. Listen, don't do that thing. Don't bring that thing here. I beg you. I hear. So that all made that.
I said the boring car.
No, they didn't buy no car. They didn't buy no car. Don't say that, my man. You see, you gotta. You see that when we come on the platform, let's talk with facts. If you talk with facts, I will not challenge you because
so you're not taking pay.
You see that? You see that all we come and bring again. You see that? You drive a car. Say he's not saying.
I say he's taking pay. He's taking a benefit in the boring car.
You want us to debate about pay now? You forget about the car?
No, all of them like a benefit.
Georgia you see your own.
Georgia mentor your own.
Yeah, they buy the main car. The main Joe Bagana boasting about it. How you paying Georgia? No, but Georgia was putting it there also there. Now all the people working and can't sleep. Who they are paying? You forget to know he can sleep. This time, all the studio in Liberia, I know that they work closely or working team closely. No more studio. In my home, and out there again, no more reggae music, and nobody running behind me. the red rat, the brown rat. Nobody sing this song again no more. Let's see the Walker that coming playing in America. Let's see Walker, somebody coming bring 50 delegations to go watch it, some playing. Let's see that one in Philadelphia. Let's see who say they get money. Then they can't watch it again. Let's see how you look. Then we'll know now, Joe was using your own personal money. Joe, you did the man, you did the ball, man. Every that time Joe was ball. But now they call Baga that old man, that what they call man.
But the man can watch your son play. What are you talking about? You mean bringing 50 delegates?
Yeah, I want to bring 50 delegates.
Oh, okay. But when I say you can watch,
even if bring 5, let me just bring 5.
Yeah.
You can't even bring 5. So I can do nothing. Let me tell you, when they talking about I hear him talking about, and they say, you got called out saying, Joe, I can see. It was something that you could see it. It's not something that was hearing.
Nope.
That's something you could see it clear. But this is Bwaka. The example, the Japanese, they coming for their project. Because Joe was doing the project in his knee. The Japanese coming out, they said, no, we get money to Liberia for selling project. And we not get a Japanese project. That's why you see they talk about audit. Those projects then are top play building houses for people, all they wanted was Japanese projects. It will not do a project. The people get that money for those stuff. Bwaka is not having any money. And the particular government is not getting money that we are getting money before. Even the COVID-19 get more money. Because we're paying plenty of money to that airport. One car, we pay. One going, we pay. We're paying money. They carry you somewhere, they put something in your nose, they do it like, my man, you not get COVID. My man, get COVID, you got to say. When they say they can look at you, they say you get COVID so you can pay their money. They were doing all those stuff are observed there. Most of the things they were trying, where the COVID money go, it were not part of the budget.
Thank you, Mr. Darius.
Everybody was just doing it. That was stealing from the Liberian people because that money was going, part of it was going to our package.
Okay. Let me say my own too. Let me say my own too.
No, you just talking for Mr. Darius.
George, you think yeah, that's why you're not supposed to raise unnecessary song. When you go to church, you don't raise unnecessary song.
Because at some time I'm heavily talking and I won't correct you. It was Glenn, Joey, I was kidding. So the GST that was 12%, they carried that was 11%, they carried to 13%. I go Bwaga.
Oh, you say it was 12%, then they carried 13%. What is different?
It was 11%.
Yeah, 11%, they carried 13%.
So now when you buy anything, when you buy $100 thing, when you call US $100, that means you will pay. You know what you pay? You pay $13. You pay $113.
You stay doing the same thing in America. In America, thing price go up.
I don't care about America. I'm talking about Liberia.
Everywhere. Price go up.
All I in the courts.
So the GST is going back pocket.
No,
that GST, the GST that you're talking about is also affecting Australians. So let's forget about it. My man, Morris, talk.
Yeah, you know,
during the COVID time, we used to pay money to do COVID tests. We used to pay money to get.
That's not true. In the Western world, that's not true.
I think the topic tonight.
We're traveling when we're traveling to Liberia. I say your own country when we're traveling to Liberia.
I didn't pay no
money to get that.
I didn't pay money.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can't go to Liberia, don't pay money. Somebody going to force you.
I think
all the places you're paying money, they're going to
reporting the money.
So tonight,
Georgia, when I have freedom talk, I'm begging y'all.
Yes, so tonight I think we just close up on this Yeke and George. We are issue, right?
I know we gotta test on that South African stuff, man. Let Jerry boys, man.
All right, no problem. Just quick.
We gotta talk about our neighbors. We can be.
They put far from us. They put not neighbor. They far from us. But anyway,
they're on the continent.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Amy. I think that will be the end. Yeah. So you see this. You see this circular argument. Because John Brown did it yesterday, so that means Peter will do it today. I don't know. I don't get it. Look, Nobody care what you did yesterday. Whether who support your yesterday, who support who didn't support your yesterday. It doesn't matter to the country. What matters to the country is that what is right. Yeah, what is right. That's what matters to the country. What you did yesterday. There were government in power yesterday. There were people in the house yesterday. There were functioning government. Well, I don't know whether they were functioning, but they were government. But there was a government in power yesterday. So whatever you did, yeah, whatever you did, they handle your the way they could handle your care. We saw it. There were people who were alive, they still alive. We saw the way they handle your care. For them, they think that was the best way to handle your care. By going to your care house when your care having party programming, they will go there and throw stone at the house, stop your care at the border, at the church. They think that was the best way to handle your care. Your care will cause noise all in the house, say all sort of things. They think that was the best way to handle your care. So we have a government in power today. The government think the way to handle your care is different from the way the past government handle your care. And your care crossed the bound. They took action against your care. So it's of no importance why your kid did yesterday. No, nobody cared. Nobody cared about why your kid. Henry Costas blasted at Georgia from day one. Last minute time, they joined CDC and they accepted him. So should we say it was a hypocrite? No. CDC think by the time it was necessary for them to accept your kid. Henry Costa at the time they accepted your kid. That was it. So you see, so I don't see look, there's always a time for the checkpoint to be erected. The country will not continue bleeding because somebody did it yesterday, so that means the person will do it today. No, the country must move forward. So only part of Mr. Weah. Look, the country is not Republic of Mr. Weah. The country is Republic of Liberia. This may truly believe that he owned Liberia. He owned the country. That's not Mr. Weah thing. Since there's somebody.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Some feedback.
Yes. Maybe from Mr. David and. But anyway, Mr. Weah. Yeah, I think better off now. Yeah, Mr. Weah actually take the country for him. That guy is just so bitter that he could not imagine that no more president. He just bitter. This man have not attended no national event. Still, he left the office of the president. He's just so bitter. That's not a good leadership trait.
Mm-hmm.
No, he has not attended no event, nothing. They may just passing around, talking part of when you wake up and go into church and talk part of Tabata. No, Mr. President, you were a former president. When you're a former president, not only a country, the world look at you. The world look up to you.
Mm-hmm.
But probably they may not even know that. But now Mr. Weah even supposed to get an office. Do you know that Mr. Baka has office of the vice president? That office was functioning, well functioning. They have people that are working in that office. Every former president around the world, they have office. They have the first time they got foundation. When they leave office, they got foundation.
They got a
People
lot.
exactly. They go places. They go observe. They go serve as election observer. We saw Jonathan Goodluck, Obasanjo. They all came to Liberia to observe election. Where Mr. Weah can go? Who can even call him to go anywhere to go sit on the panel discussion about the war peace? Nowhere. Nobody can call him. Because look at the way the man portray himself. I don't know whether he's not guarded. He's not being guarded by the people that run him, or probably he said he just doesn't care. It's just sad. But the country will move forward. Nobody care what somebody did yesterday. If they do it today, it is wrong. The action will be taken because we have a country, we have a functioning government, and we have a functioning country.
Thank you.
I'll start right there.
Let me just come in quickly there. Look, I don't want to sugarcoat anything for President Weah. I've said it over and over. And that is the thing that really touches the soul of Josh. Because that's the voice of Josh here. If I use a description of his political leader, it reached deep down in his bones. It reached down to the lacuna of his bone matrix, and you can see he can tumor, and it affect the processes of leading to blood formation in George Boone. George can feel it, and he can be so confused and disturbed, because I can tell you directly that indeed President Weah uses his leg to amass wealth and use his head to scatter them.
So
listen, if you listen to the origin of that entire garbage that he spewed out up there, you know that this man has no remorse in him. For a friend who took money from a packet and resuscitated you,
that was very bad.
Die, and you stay up there, and the only eulogy you able to give on his behalf is to say somebody was sick and you went there to take him to the hospital and say, no, leave me, let me die. Is that the tribute that you have to give to a friend who brought you, the chairman who bought you your first car when you came back, who rented an apartment for you when you came back and gave you that celebrity status, and you as a broke celebrity, because Marie Weah was controlling all the little money that you get, apart from buying the houses for the girlfriend in Ghana, in the United Arab Emirates. You wasted your funds, the little funds that she had, but because Marie was securing the future for other children, so she secured the other money. So she was right. You came back very broke, and that's why we call you a reckless political fortune hustler. You are a fortune hustler. You came on the back of the suffering Liberian people, and it was all masterminded by Samuel Twer and the other guys there, thinking that they will use your popularity to gain access to state wealth, and that's the reason why he came and you mortgage it. You mortgage it. You mortgage your. In fact, that image right that players are using today, that image right deed they are signing in Europe and America, your own, you came and you sold it right to ordinary Liberians, and today people were buying. They were paying so you can live like him or to become representative. We saw that, and you dollarized that process, and some of them went in there and they did nothing in our house, but they should be untold suffering to our people. So today you come back and you want to lecture us, and the only narrative you have, it has become the cliche that you took money and you sent the former vice president to hospital as if it was a charity. Was it your own personal money? Where were when you were actively playing soccer? Who all did you send to hospital? Who all did you send to hospital? And you sat here and you lie publicly. Everything about you is just lie. 1 minute you came for a poor background where you were sleeping on the floor in your grandma's room. Another minute you came from a rich family where your parents were living a better life. Mr. Weah were living a better life, and were not asking for anything. You just contradicting yourself. That's the reason why all your hair on your mouth now get gray, and you just in a decline state. I can just see from your phenotypic expression that everything in you is just in green with bitterness and hatred. And in the end, you passing around looking for witchcraft. Who call you? Whoever announced to you that you are enemy? You now calling your friends enemy. You now calling media practitioner enemy. You now calling people who disagree with you enemy. Imagine for somebody to look at a term. Who do you refer to as your enemy? For you to look at somebody and say, this person is my enemy, you know what it means?
You're gonna disagree with you.
And you and the person still living in the same country. In fact, the man who you consider to be your enemy is the commander-in-chief, the man who is the first citizen now, and you are just an ordinary former president. And are you today calling the president an enemy? You just jeopardize your own security. Liberia is a peaceful country. You cannot even say that in Nigeria. You cannot say that in any other neighboring country to look at the head of state and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. If you consider that person your enemy, you have already declared yourself persona non grata. You will disappear in thin air. You have no trace. But anyway, we are not surprised with the reckless and malapropism. That's what we call it, malapropism. Misuse of words. You don't even know what you're saying. You just saying things. Anything that comes to your head, you just say it. You pay. Imagine the man saying, "We pay journalists. We pay journalists. They were our friends, but they think against us. They are our enemy now."
That was
We
a
pay-
confession right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
can
pay
we go
lawyers.
confession?
I mean, just wait a minute. He said we pay lawyers that will pay our school fee to go to school. So you mean when you pay that school fee to go to school, when you say you come to the hospital, the other will not treat you because you paid our school fee? So the man, when you go to the court or the lawyer should not plead case against you? What really get in former president? We are here, and then all I see was that that ceremony was a ceremony for dedication of something, but you left it and you showing jobs at other people. You left the whole map. When again are we going to have President? We are coming on the former President Salif that went to the studio and discussed policy issue. Yeah, President Salif can have her own side of the coin, but yet and still she discussed the issue.
The venue.
Yeah, she discussed the issue based on where she's sitting. But the Buya doesn't even know where he are. Even on the pulpit saying, if even forget, like, even on the pulpit, if possible game change, you want to raise battle cry in the church. So this man clearly showed to the Liberian people that he was grossly incompetent, he was inept, and his maladroitness led to the looting of the country. But you see today, for the first time in Liberian people history, Josh, you will attest to this. It has never happened in the history of our democratic governance for key government officials to be sanctioned under one regime. Name one regime where key government officials were sanctioned.
Towards the American people arms to do it.
The American are going to get coming. If that was the case, that means that's small people. Then
That's
small people. But the people who look at the financial dealing and all of them, you see, bear 2 hours, then go use cash violence, they fool our people and they run in the house of Senate for 9 years. You see all the crook and the criminal they running around McGill who was listed. You see Serena Cephas then. You see the embarrassment you gave to your government, and today you get Samuel Tuer, a former truck driver, come back and became a macroeconomist and running all around, taking 25 million, putting in rebar and go share it on money changer. This is the voodoo economist that we have, and today he's standing up before. George Solo will die, but will never die. He said today there will come a time that you, Samuel D. Tuer, you will still in criminal code and you'll be defending yourself even for no judges. And I he's doing today. He will explain to you. You will explain tire. But in the end, you already know that all the people
you get your thank you for the host. You get your thank you. Yeah, you're thinking of it. Why have you said that?
All joke aside, right? That was very. I mean, George, if you come here all the time and declare yourself the honest person, you would then sit here and tell us that what we are did concerning, saying stuff about somebody who just lost their life and things like throwing jobs because you're one of your head. Writing on Facebook, like anybody who said he said if we have become president, I'm gonna die.
I mean, you're closing or I'm gonna close.
No, let me finish my own little touch up here for then you're close.
Okay.
But if you're honest, you'll say something like that is not, that wasn't right. I don't care how with what he's standing there. We all was standing there talking about gratitude, right? That he did something for people. He talking about the President Boakai, which we all know that was not a charity that he was giving to President Boakai. We are not playing football and did any favor for President Boakai. No way. He never did that. It was the way this man was disrespected under the Weah regime. The way they were playing him and disrespecting him as if he's begging them, as if he was not entitled to his benefits. President Boakai he's too mature and intelligent for that. So can't be playing an eye for an eye or whatever. He respects President Weah. He gave him his benefits. He doesn't talk about it, make it look like his own thing, that his farm thing, money he taking to get the President Weah. He doesn't do that. And that's how a mature leader is supposed to be here. Say all you want about President Weah, like him or not, whether he did well or he didn't do well during his presidency. At the end of the day, as long as he was voted and sworn in as president of the Republic of Liberia, that entitlement is his. It belongs to him. Nobody should stand in the way. The same way with former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor. That's the same thing with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and the same thing with Joe Barker. But these little boys were playing politics and being so disrespectful, took politics and disrespect and mix it and take politics and forget about culture and all of that. An older person who can be their father or their grandfather, they were being so rude and disrespectful to him, making him sense that he was begging them for something when they were being holding back on his benefits and acting like he's supposed to kiss their feet for it. It's disgusting. That's why you don't, all of this thing, like everybody I've already said, this man is receiving his benefit as he should. And I don't think President Walker should be playing, no, oh, you do me so, I'll do you so, no. He's too old and mature for that, and intelligent for that. And I like what's going on. He's not nobody, not even President Walker or anybody from his cabinet coming, oh, yeah, guess what? If they didn't want it to judge, they didn't want to judge me. They didn't know that would be disrespecting Judge me because that's his benefit. He's entitled to it. He's supposed to get it, whether you like him or not. However amount the Constitution said, that's what's supposed to be given to him. Nobody should play with that. Nobody. Okay? And then giving, you talking about gratitude all the time. For somebody to do to you, to give you, like a formula described, to give you something that you never had, country broke, bless you. You came to the country broke as a friend. He did all of these things for you. And the scene with the George Soder and Solomon, and like there were two people, he just flipped that name around, George Soder and Solomon Josh. Like, but peace be to their actions. For something like that to happen to them, and regardless of whatever you had disagreement at the end that you had, that little good that it did for you should be something that you stand on and say, these people really looked out for me. They actually held me up before I sent to the presidency. That for somebody who preaching gratitude, that you're taking the Liberian money, bribing journalists, then with it for them to not restore on you, you should know. You shouldn't be there standing there talking about gratitude when somebody who did something like that for you, and you will stand and be throwing jabs as if you didn't good, and then suddenly you saw something bad thing happening to them. You see single finish saying that go with it in. Like, what in the world? Like, that is so disgusting. And for people to sit there be passing around with it and jumping all in hoops with it. President Weah, so don't know President Weah. He's a narcissist. That's the syndrome that he putting out there. That's what he putting out there. If your friends were there for you, at the end you fell apart because you were doing something wrong, and they try to advise you for it, and all of a sudden they become enemies because somebody not saying something that you want to. This is why everybody around President Weah, they kisses up to him and lie to him that he's doing something right. That's why his administration went the way it did. People who were trying to get him to do what he promised the Liberian people that he was going to do, he turned them into enemies, right? They became enemies to him till he's standing up on the pulpit today and calling his friends that were there for that. They fell apart because of that. And they didn't hide it. They said why they fell apart with him. That he was doing the wrong thing when they tried to advise him. The Samuel Twain and the McGill them because they wanted him to keep in that path for them to all keep looting. They turned them into enemies to President Weah. And this is what happening. He just can't stand people telling him the truth. Then you become enemies. You calling your friends enemies. You looking at the president and calling him president. Why am I not even looking on your path? He's not even looking at you like that. You're not his equal. Why would he see you as an enemy? Why would he even treat you as one? You know? It's disgusting, George. If you would be honest, you would sit here today and say, okay, yeah, that was a low. Something when someone passed, you don't say stuff like that. It'd be something, but anyway, that you claim honesty all the time, and you claim you're not something on your but yeah, you would have seen one person that come and say, you can go back there, right? You can go back there, or and he did it, the person we are yesterday. So I don't know how you come and tell us that you don't support him. How is that even possible? You know, but anyway, what you listen to everybody blowing, tweaking their own horns all the time, and would just take it. That's all. Go ahead, George. We're managing. We're managing.
Okay, thank you, Amy. And you know, this is for discussion because what we're trying to do here is to make sense of what is happening. You are not with Baka. I don't know what Baka says or what Baka does not. I'm not with George. We have to see the only thing I hear is what he makes public, the statements he made, and those are the statements we'll go back. So nobody can hear and sit here definitively and say, but President Baka don't care about what George Weah says, or does not care about what President Baka says. They are all leaders, and as such, they should care about each other, what each other feel and whatever. Right? Let me just say, President Weah did not say, I pay Baka salary, or I pay him when he was former vice president, because that was an entitlement. Baka's entitlement as a former vice president was to be paid, and Weah did not go anywhere to sit there and say, I pay his salary. That's not your money, Weah. It's an entitlement of this man. That's why even Weah, being very sensible, did not mention that I pay a Baka's salary. He said, I send him to hospital. It's not an entitlement. Government does not send people to hospital in America. That's not an entitlement for anybody. No government. Government does not send anyone abroad for medical treatment.
That's not true.
You're alive.
That's not true. Josh, that's not true. Just continue. Just continue. That's not true. I'll share the provision. The provision that tells you that the NAS official, especially the president, vice president.
Yeah,
just continue.
When they say they fly them overseas to go treat them.
It's a contribution for them.
I mean, you're stop it here, man. Why you gotta be saying here? I say we stupid tomorrow. We say now on this platform, then we stupid. You think I know what I'm talking about? It is no. Let me tell you, I work for government. Yes, I work for government. There, I get people who work for government. Even currently, I get people working in the government now. So it's not part of anything. Listen to me.
And the president, the ex-president or the vice president.
Listen to me. Julie Bryant, or former president, or former chairman of the government, got sick and died in Monrovia during Eddie and Black Eye presidency.
He has sanction on him. He has sanction.
The Senator did not say he cannot go to Germany for treatment. The Senator did not say he cannot go to Ghana for treatment.
Listen to me. Go ahead. Let me mute myself.
He did not say he cannot leave the country. That the Senator did not say that. The sanction was very specific. And I don't even remember which of the sanction was it. Whether it was human rights sanction or I don't think even Julie Bryant don't have sanction. Julie Bryant was accused of corruption. And he went to jail and all, came back from there, and between that he died. So nobody said Julie Bryant to go overseas to go take treatment when Baka was the vice president. Let's fast forward. How they call him? Even the George Solomon, did he get sent overseas? Anyway, point at him. Did he get sent overseas for treatment because he's a former government official or he's a government official? What? Those even work for the government don't have that entitlement for government to use extra cash to go and send it for treatment.
Comparing a president just something together.
It doesn't matter. You are still the same. When you work for government, you got the same entitlement. You get the same.
That's not true. Don't lie.
We don't. When you retire from government as a former president, you get paid. You are not entitled for government to take extra money to go and see in the hospital. They pay you. You use that money to treat yourself, to do whatever you do, or you get health insurance, or you get anything you want to get. But government is not entitled to send you to hospital. If anybody shows me that particular adequate provision, then of course I stand to be corrected. But there's nothing that exists that will tell you that when you're former president, so when you say they will tell you. So they will all be flying every time to America for treatment. The woman hasn't been well for some time. But that's not entitlement. Entitlement is to pay her the money that is allocated for her for payment. They pay to her and not for medical treatment extra. No, it doesn't work like that. Let me tell you, PYJ died right in Monrovia. He was not well for some time and he died. Nobody saying him. People have been dying. Former officials never been flown out of the country. President Bouaka was sick.
I think he
President
got
William went there and said, "My man, you sick. I want to take you overseas for treatment."
He's sick.
And he said, "Okay, yes." And he did it. This guy said he saw the money to Qatar used to get to pay for from people to send the woman to hospital too. That entitlement too. You guys should learn something, man. Just put something up.
You were there when Qatar was begging for him?
Yeah, of course, I used to come online and beg. He used to come online and beg people for money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to come online and beg for money.
So John Garden gave money, right?
Mr. Davis,
I mean, wait, man. I'm talking to you, Davis. Wait, man.
Oh, but say Costa pay for money.
For my man, wait for me. I'm talking. You sort of be on the show here. Matter you just on the football field, go argue there. We finish from there, we move from there. But not for you to come from plenty of people can talk because the thing can say they get on the football field in the narrative. Let me tell you.
But why you say that ghetto toy talking? You used to be here too. So no ghetto toy
talking. Guy, please, mute the guy. They got
yeah, but the man also has one of your football field. The man talking ghetto talk.
Yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me not to be. This is for all our brains. What do you mean by not?
The man are ghetto. The man from ghetto. He's from ghetto party. The man from ghetto party.
Mute the man.
You start trouble and you mute me.
The thing is that we have to be honest with ourselves. I don't like, for me, if I do good for me, let my man from there, every time I send school fee for him, I'm gonna be paying school fee. I don't tell people. You hear me, yeah. I didn't tell people that for me, everybody has their own way. But guess what? In the Bible, the God mentioned ungratefulness in the Bible more than 40 times. That people being ungrateful is one of the things that touches God's heart when you're ungrateful. When you heal the leper, only one came back. Ungratefulness was displayed. I will not name all the ungratefulness in the Bible, but so much ungratefulness that when somebody helps you, you don't think about this person helped me before. Let me try to help the person or help another person or be kind to other people. God mentioned so when person we have feels that ungratefulness, because mostly that ungratefulness keeping Liberia down like that. Because if we're grateful to our country, we will treat our country differently. Even when we are government officials, we treat our country. We are very ungrateful to our country. And I think the root of our problem in Liberia is ungratefulness. That people can always want for themselves. Me, not for my country, not for my country image, but for my image, for what I can get, for the job that I can get, that I will support the person, or the favor I can get for government officials, so I will support them. Because that's what it is, ungratefulness. You're not grateful to the country that even made you. That's the problem with God. So let me tell you, President, I don't want him to talk about what he did for people. But it hurts when you do so much for other people, and then they turn their back and then they say nasty things about you. And you do nothing. That's when he comes out sometimes because maybe he does not have that courage to say, "I'll just let it go." Some people don't let it go, and that does not make them weak. When you say somebody does not let things go, the person will confront them because there are people who have different personalities. My personality might be different from your personality, so we can't say the same thing. So we cannot come here and say that the government money they use, that was not government money. The government money was the one that was paying Bouaka for him to live. That was his salary.
Thank you.
Official, sending him to hospital was not part of the deal. It was extra. It was different. Government does not say they are not responsible for your health. They pay you, and I say. So let me go to the second one. Let's go to my man. Stop.
Almost 2 o'clock, though.
The second thing I want to
do. But you will continue talking. Everybody want to talk to
you. My man, when you're talking, I was saying, "Not waiting."
No, we're not talk that long. I mean, you got a big job. We're not talk that long.
Yeah, they ain't wrap up.
Let me talk about Yege Koluba. We are not saying that Yege Koluba. We are not saying that Yege Koluba should continue the same thing he did in pre-past time to continue it here. We disagree with him. What we are saying is that you have to accept that you were fooled or you used Yege Koluba, even though maybe you might have the sense to know that what he was doing was just faking it to make it, but you still use him his analogy and say the government wanted to kill him, government wanted to kill the people, government wanted to do this to him, and that's why you voted for him. We are saying that we saw through Yeke Koluba. We need
Sure
this
you
whole
did.
thing. It was Yeke Koluba trying to survive in chaos because he's not sophisticated enough to survive in what system does exist. And even up to now, I still believe that Yeke Koluba can only survive in noise. Like you see when you're
Thank
down
you.
when you're down water side, talking about what happened with but let you sit down. Those are the type of places he can thrive.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are the places he can thrive. He cannot thrive anywhere else. And that's what he was doing. That's why he continued to do. But now, because they say when the king they say they were coming for dough, he said, yeah, okay, do. But when they start coming and they start coming for us now, they will say, no. You can't tell us. You
Bring
can't
the
tell
vibe.
no. When you not talk, when they were taking dough, when they come for you, we're not talk too. That's what's happening.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, and God bless you, and God bless Liberia.
Thank you. First of all, y'all did not know Yeke was doing. Everybody saw what you were doing. Yeke. Nobody was weird. But go ahead, Morris. Let's
Just wrap up. I would just end up on this President we are discussion. Look, when you're leader of a country, just not ordinary person. There's something in public administration says the higher the position, the higher the responsibility. You normally expect the president to behave like the way other people behave. This man, I know Jimmy Carter in America, the old man sick, I know almost in 100 years now. The government still taking care of him and happy everywhere.
Jimmy Carter
This is we're not talking about just ordinary person, we're talking about a vice president of a country.
Yeah,
And
not
if
everybody that works in government.
not just anybody, a vice president, a government should be able to when the president's sick. Whether that your money, that a government money, that's your business. But that's your responsibility to take care of the vice president. Even when the vice president died, the vice president deserves a state burial. So you will say his family will bury him. But all this come with a good leadership. Depend, shows who you are, right? For you to even come in the public and say, nobody care when you say you take care of other citizens, but when your vice president of a country was sick, and you whatever means, whether that your own personal money, and besides that, look, we all in this country, we're not everybody gets short memory. And many times the president you said when they will pay them, when they're ready, they talk to us, they give you a hard time. Many times President Baka said that this man didn't even know that money was given vice president, that's not your money, that it make it deserve it. But the man was saying all the thing. Oh, even he AD, his special AD was talking on the social media, who paying them. The president so nice, the presidency giving a benefit as if that some kind of I don't understand. So, but again, it just shows the kind of person you are. If you're the vice president of a country sick, you decide to show that responsibility of, show that in medication, that you come on the public to say, oh, I take care of the vice president. It just shows the kind of person you are, But I mean, I know your end is like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock from our end.
12,
But we're not disappointed. To be honest, we actually not, because even if we are himself talking, so how much about his supporters? So for me, I'm not disappointed. Yeah, it was a good show, man. It was a good show. Yeah.
Mr. Davis, go ahead.
Yeah, you can go to all the school in the world. You learn all the books, but that's something you shouldn't do in your life. Don't join CDC. Your education go back.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. You must make sure I got my hair not being
Don't join CDC because your education will be for nothing. Because somebody say you're working in Australian government. You don't know anything about government. Nothing he know about government. The president, the vice president, the speaker, those people, the chief justice, all those people, then these are people government pay attention to. No matter what happens, they are not the ordinary justice working in government. I know what kind of way you doing government. Maybe somebody holding somebody technician there. They're not you they're talking about. They don't know you. When they mention in Australia, people in Australia are working government, they don't even know your name. But when you mention Liberia, Joseph Boakai, they know his name. that he went. You mentioned Ellen Johnson, they know her name. So those that work in Tabra government take care of them. The money they were giving him was not free money. He worked for it. They should have given it to him. Joe, we are never. You can all the citizens. You go bring the paper when I say the money you give back that Joe we are money. Don't look at it. Don't order him whether I money. That's the way we're going around. You are in Claratown. You say you put this thing over people hot. That now it was not money. He was just going around lying. So the president can very lie. We know Joe can lie, and he can dictate to people. Because during his administration as the technical director of Lundstar, he used to tell someone a friend that you will not play along as technical director. It happy. We know about it. That one most of his Lundstar friends go against him when they were running a campaign. A lot of people campaign against him when Ellen Johnson did the first and second campaign. Because they knew the kind of job we are talking about. That the man who was technical director in Lundstar say the person will not play and the person will not play. We knew it. We knew that how John we were looking. And this is how most citizens looking. How will you carry somebody to hospital, a former vice president, then say, I carry the man to hospital? Was it the money? The security that man you now, like your security, like people, like Liberian people pay the security that man you now. Is that the money? So, but that's your entitlement. So when you be speaking, I don't know, when you go to the CDC school, when you just go, even 1 hour spent CDC, your whole brain finished. Your whole brain is collapsed. It becomes Joe doctrine, which is not right. What thing belong we put it there? Me and I for no party, I can blast a Baga, I can blast anybody. When you doing the right thing, I say, oh, Baga doing a lot of favorite thing in my country. I like it. I will talk for him a little bit because doing something in my country. I love it.
The center and I
and I even that bridge building. That bridge it never been there before. It's not been there before. So I love it. He doing development. But wasn't we are there for Bon Country? Nothing. Joy was there. Senator in fact Senator was nothing she did there as our own sister. Nothing. Yeah, to keep people that were all seen on Hosmo Day. So nothing. So citizens, when somebody do something good, you talk about it. But for me to come, my brother say they used to carry vice president to hospital. Former city major in New York, they carry him to hospital. He uncritical, but the government taking care of him. He not paying billion in pocket.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. He gets this. Go ahead, Maximum.
What a great show, Amy. Are we closing right now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what a great show. And we hope that we will come back here another time to
God's will will be back.
Yeah, keep the fire burning. But my good friend and brother Josh, I told you the last time, if you know the meaning of Josh, you will change that name, Josh. You need to find a different name for
King
yourself.
George. That's King George.
Because no, that's the same King George they used to put on the UL bus that they say Joey bought. They erased. I don't know how the guys are so shameless. They erased, donated by the government of Liberia. Who's that?
Hello.
Wow.
Wow.
Seriously, George, that is so.
The man in Liberia, they somebody calling. Imagine that.
Go ahead.
CDC behavior different.
So you saw that there was this issue about Joe Weah said he bought the first bus for the University of Liberia. The first
ever?
I don't know where the guy came from. Sometimes I say the man, I think he be drunk. He be so intoxicated until he doesn't even understand where he are. But again,
where you are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where you are.
Where he is.
Where he's at.
The Queen language.
Where he's at.
I said where he's at. Then he said where he said at.
Yeah, are you the English language interpreter?
No, but you want me to pronounce the T. I said where he's at. Then he say, I'm gonna say where he is.
He's just
Who
saying
come
that
to
the
say-
colloquial
Go
word,
ahead,
but
go
it's
ahead,
what he
go
said.
ahead.
So
Yeah,
the
go
man
ahead.
gets so drunk and stoned. I don't know whether Jamaica weed or something he smoked,
Yeah,
and it
man.
just get him confused, and he just say anything that come to mind. And then sometimes I just feel so embarrassed. How did we make the man president? How? So the man is almost like Akara Gray, who is a birthday gift for him. So he too became a birthday gift by Manasseh Lee. So I already see the pattern, and I see the pattern. Manasseh Lee, whenever Manasseh Lee says stuff, the next thing you're gonna see, you see Joshua coming to
Really?
say stuff. Just watch the pattern.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
start noticing that.
Manasseh Lee is this Luciferic, this
I'm not sure why you talking to that out.
sorry, excuse me for that, but this woman is Baphomeric. This woman is Luciferic. This woman is demonic to the
Hey.
extent that she thinks that like we owe her so much, or she has done so much. But the only thing I see in that whole thing was that she unearthed the whole story that George and running around that we are project. She said,
A project too.
yeah, she said, were initiated
What we
by
said it.
my
We used to say
administration.
it, yeah.
Yeah, she said everything was initiated by my administration. And she said she's also disappointed that it was abandoned. But she's happy again that it is this man who he was packed, they got car, and today we put him back on the race and he's resuscitating the project. And then these surrogates and these misquants and charlatans of these of the old order, they call themselves sedition. This occultic group that running around masquerading, saying everything that we are project. Imagine the Japanese government will send their rights. They say you're selling and we will design a project. We'll tell you what to do, and you'll go build housing unit instead of saying donated by the people of Japan. Even market building, you'll go see that we are project. You're running all around the area. You're fool our people. Just we are using government money or taxpayer money to pay WAS fees for students. They're saying, oh, I pay free WAS fee. It was saying your personal money. Everything that President the former president did in that country were all used by taxpayers.
When you use the Labrambo money to benefit the Labram people, it's a good thing.
Yeah, you should say it that way.
It's
say
your policy. It's your policy benefiting them.
No, you should. You CDC should come out and say it because the Liberian people,
it should benefit George.
The Liberian people, the way you guys.
Your friend close
Give me the mic close, man. Give me a minute. You talk here for 10 hours and I sound like I listen to you.
They want to say Scoopy to interface. Scoopy that he's
You see, Joy, I just pay my Scooby.
Our enemy, my own enemy, yeah, we consider me enemy. I say Scooby, you get rejected. You hear?
But you
see,
get
rejected. That man, that part man, David, and then why say Scooby, you get rejected. You enemy, but when I tell my man,
Mr. Deco, for you again, you be calling for whistle.
No, but for me, when you say that, I'm not rejected. When you say that, I'm rejected. I'm a smart. I know I'm a smart enemy. When you say that, I will take it.
That's not
Joey. I say the person Boyka was smart.
Yeah.
But that made a cook that said, remember what I cook.
You see, that man, no, that particular story that Joey explained, that is prophetic, Amy. People did not see it. That was the same thing that Joseph brother did to him. When they saw him, they felt that it was over for him. But they never knew that the same person they saw was the same person that was going to come and rescue them. So
there you go. Glory.
You that Joseph Brocker made that he said he was a smart enemy. You take him and you say you thinking that you use your own money, you use the country money, and you send him to the hospital, which was not a charity, which was his immunity as a former vice president for 12 years. You took him to get treatment. Which of course you were not mandated. You're not mandatory. He did not run to you. He did not beg you. He did not say, "Oh, Joe, we can't come to the hospital." Oh. He did not come to you. Even when his mother-in-law died, he did not run to you for ask for any help. You said, imagine 2,500 a year.
Yeah.
You said 2,500 a year and to standard state for a vice president that have George. You may say 2,500 and to standard.
My man, somebody was giving you. Say okay, you say so. Fatu Benefialis. Who can define what government is? That home of beef with John we are to.
That's a very smart man. I know who's talking
For
about
the people, by the people.
Yeah, when I see KOK begging for fuel today, he said the station was so short down.
Your whole president can't define
Yeah, wait a minute.
Let me bring KOK who taking family planning and making a face sort of KOK yesterday. Now he don't want to come dignify.
You get different government by the people for the people.
But we come in Western, they will more working, you contributing, but
economics.
I get money to eat. What you going to be doing to do?
So we are getting master degree to economics.
If I were talking about them, we'll call President. We are here now to pronounce privatization. We can't call him now. Is that what going again? So what's that defending things and then go call him and then he can't pronounce it for all. Or then he can tell which size of shoe, where his son fit in his shoe size. Then he can explain that part to all. And where he was somewhere 10 and a half. Maybe he'll go to 11 next week. The other worker coming, his son coming, go to 11. Look, Amy, President Weah is a very deceitful person. He's a liar. And the Liberian people did more for George Weah than what he did for the Liberian people. More. When George Weah was already done with football career, after distributing his money all over for girlfriends, all over Jackie Appiah breaking a house down 3 times, and George Weah rebuilding it.
Yeah, you go higher
with taxpayer money. George Weah keen to power, broke with horse leaking on the 9th Street.
What
I mean, my man, let me finish now.
Lock it, old man. You will compare
George Weah had only one room in his entire mansion in ERWA he could sleep in. All the other one was leaking. It was in real ruin. But when that lucky grown boy, that's how I point.
You believe in the nonsense they don't need?
I hear him.
My man,
just the fence alone.
I know you different. Yes, sir.
My man, George Weah resident in Aria area was considered as a mosquito dungeon. Even the guys who were squatting there, they have perpetual history of malaria.
Is it? Yeah.
You can't sit down here, push of water, get saying that area that's my man. We want to talk about it. Said George Solo, the former, let me say George Solo, the former Solomon George that died, narrated the story about George Weah house. And it was they see Solomon, George meaning Solomon George. And George
they just flipped the name George Solo.
Yeah, he and his friend was the one who really gave George Weah the life that George Weah had. But in the end, he considered an enemy. And this is the very vindictive man who you can see all his friends there. Nobody, the man want to shine alone. That's why he isolated all his friends there. He sent all of them away so that anywhere he goes, only they can recognize. And that's the reason why for us who know him very well, we say, woe unto you, but don't even think that you come back to the presidency. That one it will remain in fantasy and illusion. And our Liberian people will not go back to. I'm gonna be like a dog returning to a vomit. We will never return to that vomit. In fact, George Weah had never won anything 2 times in life. Everything he wanted one.
Name.
And that presidency, let he get forget it.
African bet won it 3 times.
Who getting African bet 3 times?
Go and Google it, my man. Go and search it. Don't waste our time.
They feel sorry for him.
African
originally because he now want to. I tell you, they feel sorry for him because
he not play 2 games ago there.
Whoever won African best without winning African Cup
You
of
know,
Nations.
you know, one game twice, eh?
Hey,
One game,
the
man.
man who won 3
Ah,
African
wait,
best.
man.
African best, how you qualifying your country for African Cup of Nations 3
I
times?
mean, I
Now
can't
that type of man,
say
you
it's
can't
money. So you
you
can
can't
tell I
go
can't say it's money.
Thank you, guys. So let me rub my own so we can go, right?
Okay. When I don't want to tell me for the easy I'm gonna mess more. And I got tell you say family li a mess more, ali small. But you get call back. You get call back. Me and with the whole you get thing. Let me finish. I mean, give me 2 seconds. You get call back. Honorable call back. Honorable
The
call back.
honorable.
That honorable you get keep it now. And you know, you get keep it because the Liberian people felt sorry for you. It was out of sympathy and out of the grace that President Boubacar carried that making you were re-elected. And that second chance that you were given when you were arrested, you were supposed to be sore. You were supposed to be sore when you were arrested on your way to go prosecute, and you were arrested and they changed your name from Saul to Paul.
Oh, there's something that broken refuse to tend to Paul.
Instead of you becoming a Paul in this religion, you say no, you want to go back to the old Saul, so you'll be doing the same thing you're doing. But President Boubacar, Joseph said it will not happen in this administration. It will not happen. And you will not scam the Liberian people again. You will not get free money. That free money, you will not get it again.
President Boubacar did not do it.
You will not get it again. Under the grace. Under President Boubacar grace, say we're not getting free money again. That free money, you're not getting. And thank God, your own colleagues, now President Boubacar, your own men inside there. That's why you are saying on the radio, say, if my own friend from the rule of law, they sign against me. Thank God, you already know that even your own friends in there did not trust you in there because you were just a distractor. Where are your people that honor the law that you should employ in your office? Why nobody from your office crying? For all those years, you get collecting all that money, you cooking it, and you cooking your friend, you passing around, you insult everybody, you see your friend, they are cooking in your whole district. Now you're going on your tour, you're going, you're pointing at your friend on the work they're doing, you're calling it out. You can't go in your own district to call yourself out. You don't get nothing to show in that district apart from running around, misbehaving, and say you. But anyway, you have met your Waterloo. You met your Waterloo.
What was it? What a Nigerian people can say, water don't pass, Gary.
Yeah, you met your Waterloo, and that is your end. So just forget it. You will not continue to remember in your brain that I need to be lawmaker. But you never ever, you can 20 different times, you now win election again. Even chairmanship position, you now winning again. So, Amy, thank you for the show, man.
So, when George, he come here. George want to sit here and preach the oil about President Weah was treated ungratefully. Can you imagine? These are some of the dishonesty that we can be talking about. George want to come here all the time. He called himself this honest person who just would like to speak facts. Let's talk about ungratefulness, shall we? If George Weah is supposed to be the one to be standing up and telling people about ungratefulness, let's start with the person who makes him or who God used, right? So because he had his talent, God gave him that talent. He was born with it. He worked hard to make that his leg strong for whatever, however best football he played, right? But we have so many children in Liberia, footballers in Liberia. Watch the content meets and see what I'm talking about. If you don't have anybody to support you, right, to nurture that talent, you're not going anywhere. Agree with me, guys?
Yep.
You're not going anywhere. So, according to the story, because some of it was not around, or if we were around, well, not human being was still wearing diapers. But I hope I was still wearing diapers. I hope I was around. But anyways, it's that President's Dole, right? He nurtured them. That team, that Lone Star team, make the name George Weah to be out there today, right? Loving him, the James, and all of those people there. And what happened? What did he do to his family when this man passed away? How did he treat his wife and children? Because they didn't support him. You want to talk about ungratefulness, and then when we try to talk about it, when the daughter got so upset that day when they were doing her father reburial, what did George then come here and say? Did George say that and say, "Oh yeah, that was very ungrateful a person we had"? Did he say that? No, he didn't. He said, "Oh, that person, what his name? President Doe gave George Weah the talent. God gave him the talent. He had the audacity to say that." But now he talking about it hurts so much when you do something for somebody and they don't appreciate it and they do that 1 year. But then you come in and calling somebody a hypocrite. You're a single fence and hypocrite, and you can be tinny around calling somebody else's name. It's so sad. Let's forget about that. Here, for instance, the George Soto that they talk about when he got broke after lavishing his wealth, and Solomon judged him that helped him out, right? What happened when they were telling him the truth about the way he was proceeding when he was president of the Republic of Liberia? He turned them into his enemies, right? He started keeping malice, and up to now, he's throwing jabs at their cuffs. And then you want to come in and tell us about ungratefulness, George? You better move from here. Then somebody who using country money that somebody is entitled to, you want to sit down here bribing journalists and to not write story about him, or the good that he was doing for somebody. That he gave those so-called good that he was talking about. That he do it to them when he was playing football with his own money that he was using or something. Then you can come here and tell us that somebody was being ungrateful to him. But because you bribing people to be around writing, putting phone to people mouth talking, writing all kind of foolishness. You can I did all of that one for the person when they're not doing it, now then no, they hate me. When they because they're telling the truth, they hate me, they're my enemies. I don't know why I do to them, they hate me. I give them this, I give them that. People that move from here with that. We were never under the rock, okay? We know, we heard. Everybody, some of the people that are still alive, what they have done for Weah, and we have treated them ungratefully. He's not the messenger. He's not the face for that ungrateful people, calling out ungrateful people. He shouldn't be the face for it. So don't come sit there and come tell us that he's upset or he's mad. As a leader, when you do something for somebody, you don't come out and come say it. That's leadership. That's where the choice of leadership comes in. You take everything that comes to you. A person Walker was answering to what Weah has said about him, or about what Costa has said about him, or to what Yeke has said about him. So nobody will cross me and walk in the street, and I will do that 1 year. Nobody, you're not in something, you know, I'm gonna begin. President Walker, and he said, I don't know what President Walker is thinking. Yes, George, I do know what President Walker is thinking. I know what he's saying from the way he handles things, from what he says. You don't have to be sleeping in somebody's bedroom before you know that the way of handling things and things they say out of their mouth, it gave you a perspective of what the person is thinking or what the person something when I said President Walker don't even care. I'm not saying President Walker doesn't care about George Weah. He doesn't care about the fly floating that are coming from out of their mouths about him. From the Yeke to the Costa to the Walker. He does not. He's focused on rescuing Liberia. He focused on that. He focused on doing what's best for the country. He has already said it. He's not there to be distracted by noise all over the place. That's not his place. Whoever wants to say whatever they want to say, we can see it. We don't have to. He doesn't have to say it before. So we see how he moves, okay, and we see how President Weah does things. So that's how we know President Weah is hateful. He's y'all make him feel like the presidency was his entitlement, was he was next in kin he was the next of kin from his father. He's supposed to have it and it'd be going down. That's how your reaction and make that indoctrinated mindset of that's why you make that man believe so much that there's something he was entitled to and somebody took from him, and he has since he left the presidency. What kind of national thing that a program that they've been having in our country for President we have to appear there? None. That old Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she always dragging her leg going. President, we have to he's too big to do any of those things, even though we're doing reburial for late presidents. You would think the man that I'm talking about, Samuel K. Doe, he would be there. None. He did not show up. You want to sit here and talk about leadership and sit here and talk about ungratefulness? Just don't come in with that preaching thing that you let to do that you're an honest person, because you are not honest. You're just a single fan and you're a hypocrite. When you come here with all of those things, you come preach here and calling somebody out, and then you can't do the same with Ria. You want to pin the picture of him being this special person that people did something so that he doesn't have any, he hasn't done anything like that to anybody. Don't do that. Nobody had been any ungrateful with it. We are paying those people there. When you talk about journalists, you are paying them because he wanted them to write lies about him, his government. That was it. What else would they be doing that in the country? And what was all of them doing? They were writing nothing but lies all over the place. Why you think this Abraham? What his name? Abraham Beyond? What I mean? Mr. Davis. They want to so angry. Like, oh, you took my daily bread away. They want to be sitting on and say Freedom FM or whatever FM. Oh,
No, I don't even know you go. I don't listen to them.
Yeah. That boy, when you hear him, I went to Liberia 2023, and what I was looking at, I heard and the crowd, and they had the radio on, and I heard that Abraham, whatever boy talking, and I was looking around, like, is he talking about the same Liberia that I'm in right now, or he's talking about somewhere else? You would think that. Oh my God! So now I know why those people were speaking like that, because they were being fed. You know who? Like I said, it's all about what you give me personally. It's not about what you're doing to the country. No, Liberian people are not. Most of them are not like that. They only care about what you get. You can be giving food in that pocket. They're in that family, and you're making that dish to look like the biggest asshole in the country. They don't care as long as they feel it. And that's a bad. That's what it's a patriot. They are not patriot. They just care for political leader and political party, and that is wrong. That mindset needs to change. That's why they always think that somebody has to give their hand out. That somebody will be building roads that you'll have to use to go places to make your, in every other to make farms, to do businesses, to do that. No, they don't see. They're not seeing that. They want person to walk out to line it up and put money in everybody's pocket and get in rice or something. And I like what he's doing. It's not like he doesn't care about the people. He cares about the people, but he's fixing the country. Then the people can, and when you're doing that, there's no way people will be laying around enjoying. Development don't come with no something. I know it's a cliche now, but everybody say development comes with being, but it's real. And a country like ours, that people are used to doing the wrong thing all of their lives, and somebody comes and want to say it's time to change and do the right thing, you would be a target. And your mind, you have to be focused, or else it's not going to happen. And that's what's going on. And that's why somebody like me, a secular person, me. Lord have mercy. God forgive me. I'm a secular person, because I know he's a little man. I said to myself, what would the man really want out of being a president of Liberia at this time? To leave a legacy. He's somebody that I think he would not be worried about the next election. They will people like to threaten people. Oh, wait for 2030, look for 2029. Just say you go vote for somebody that bring you $25, $50. Who future you destroying? Your own children. They're sitting there making a place out of drugs, dang, and your children ain't getting doing nothing but drugs and not going to good schools. And you think you're threatening somebody, and then you will be the serial person. Y'all be seeing what people crying tomorrow. It's ridiculous. And that mindset, I love what President Boga is doing. He's not listening to the noise. I'm not worrying about 2029. And I like that. That's what I wanted to see. And we will continue to come here and
good night, guys. Good night.
Appreciate podcast every day and every night. Thank you for being here tonight.
Rest on the market. Even gas price going up, gas still on the market.
Oh yeah.
So you see, that's what they're doing well. During the time, rest was not on the market. People staying in line to go get rest. Now rest is on the market. Any kind of thing, rest is on the market. Gas is still on the market no matter what happens. Gas, there's no shortage of gas.
It'd rather be expensive than, I mean, here
it's expensive, but there
we
is on the
paying
market.
for, we paying
During
for
we have time,
orange
it's
juice
expensive, but
and
it was not
Jazzy
on
in
the market.
Texas. Mhm.
That Papa doing well. That Papa, I'm an opposition. I'm a non-position, but he's doing well. Why he's doing, I might appreciate it. You know, he's doing extremely well. And the problem
Listen,
here is the government are getting a lot of money that coming in the country, right? But the Papa is targeting everything as one. Sano, people they are facing the road. Nima Kante, people facing the road. In Lova,
the
they facing the road.
octopus,
They start
there's
facing the road.
octopus road work going on.
Yeah,
Octopus.
you know, he
Like,
using
okay,
autopus operation. I don't know how he getting the money.
octopus were hiring when I was little. Octopus, the war octopus.
Yeah, that's the same thing Baka doing. You see, he's in job. We are hometown now. You can't go there. Can't. That's why you can't go and come back right away because people are not giving you attention. That the military barrier area he was making that morale there because of market plan.
I want him to go to Foyer. Where he in the
that one you not even enter those things.
I want him to go there where he in the Lofiesta and they told him said that.
Let him go there. Let process that come for him.
That's why I want him to go there and do with him.
You will not go there. You will not go there.
My mom would say,
even if we can get one your thought, they men from Lower County, men supposed to do that Baka. You not see people from
you know, that means you not see reaction something.
Yeah.
Have you met Vasco?
Amy, somebody from your county, somebody from Marshall territory.
What
no
does
matter
that
how
mean?
your enemy, you will face it. Because that's the only opportunity you will get.
Well, let me tell you this.
You know, you're not supposed to let Baka to do something good you will ever put Lower County as president.
Nah, we're not pushing that politics here. We're not doing that trouble.
We're doing though.
We're
politics.
I'm not doing that.
Your country people, you're from that country, you're not doing nothing good.
If you're not doing well, I'm not going to be there for you.
Nobody going to come from Nova to do well again.
We'll
consider all of them the same, like African politics.
Yeah, well, that sucks. It's like the same thing when they went. I remember doing a campaign. Everybody gets about, oh, Unity Party was there. Unity Party. I'm like, it is a political party. It's a different person. Like,
no, in our reaction party, you know, CDC
even CDC can bring different person.
They can't bring. They're not getting. They're not getting nobody.
That's a different ticket right there. I mean,
no, they can't. They're not getting a person. They can't do Natana McGill. They can't. They can't do nobody. So they're not getting nobody to go on the face of CDC. So the only person they get at job, yeah. So when job, we are here hitting all of them can go sit down and start putting medicine on it.
Stop blowing.
Yeah. Oh, my, I get tempo heavy. No, mommy, I want to go. I get it Indian heavy. No, I get it.
I get it Indian heavy.
Look at what job we are doing.
That's why Joshua head is so big on his shoulder because he feel like when he see the Sidishian around him making like a little demigod out there, that, oh my God, this is our life saving. You can't do that. So you think every librarian should do that. And first of all, Mr. We are librarians don't owe you anything. When the only thing you did when you were making your millions out there playing football, the only thing was he's from Liberia. Okay, so what did that do for Liberia, Mr. Davis?
Nothing. Okay. They better go nowhere. They better never been anywhere before.
Win the world best and he from Liberia. Did that make FIFA to come to Liberia and pay for the roles?
No. And look at whole president.
No,
presidents don't play for different countries.
His money was in his pocket. That was his family, him and his family, and that was it.
You know what? I want them to do now.
Man.
You know what I want them to do now? I want his son to come back and can donate. And he used to donate, they ain't gonna donate.
Who's on?
The one that playing in America, yeah.
Well, Tim,
you went there, say you giving donation to people. They ain't donate now. That the time is to do it. He parliament president now.
Well, Timothy got money though. You can't.
I think he not get money. They ain't got donate.
No, in his defense, he has his own money. He can do that.
If I were giving those money for him to use it in Liberia, that's not your own money. You don't use your own money for your own pocket to do it.
No, you don't know that. Don't do that.
I tell you, if they ain't do it now, if I'm not president again, they ain't do it.
Well, maybe he was. You can say he was doing that to make his dad government look good, but
no. If father were giving him money to say, "Hey, see my son can play." Why, Amy? You president for Republic of Liberia, then your son, Your son a big general in different countries.
I don't like that. No, I'm not gonna preach that politics because
No. It can't work. It can't
humility
work.
is
It's not
a
gonna be like that.
man. Well, listen, Mr.
It can't be
Dirty.
like that. It can't be like that.
No, Mr.
Jowia's
Dirty.
son
Listen,
to play for Liberia.
I'm
They
no,
can't
that's
use
not
our
true.
tax money. You go sit down to watch a song game. Like our
That's a
taxpayer
different
money. That's
conversation. You can have that conversation. That's different from
No,
he cannot.
I don't support it.
Well,
I
wait
didn't support
now.
it.
That's why I'm saying he cannot mandate his son to play for Liberia if he doesn't want to. You can encourage him to say, "Oh, I want you to play on it," but you cannot. He was starting up his career. He's starting up his career as a young football player. What do you want him to do? What does Liberia have to give him to offer? He can do that in a World Cup if he say he wants to, something. He can do that and say, "Oh, for the World Cup, I'm gonna play for my dad's country or play for Liberia." That is something. But to say where he making money and going to clubs to make money to play as a professional, I don't see anything wrong with his decision. Now you can argue and say George Weah was your president. He took your money and he took entourage and went and sat down and watched. That is a different conversation than for you to crucify him or crucify his son for playing for another country that he was born in. Okay, so my son right now, even though we get we didn't get American football, my son is playing football and basketball, right? What if he to say LeBron had a basketball and he said, "Oh, mommy, I don't want to play I want to play here." What would you say? "Oh, Emmy don't love Liberia because
we say you don't love Liberia, but when you come on, they get a lot of children. They get people here that can lead to go perform for Liberia. When you're on the international something, they get people here that can go for and go represent.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because
these
most of the children they brought them here. Most of the children they brought them here, and some of
those people they can't play for America again no more. When you play for another country, you can't play for another country. If Jowia's son had wore Lunsa jersey, he would never play for America. No, he can't.
Really?
No, when you wear Lunsa jersey, it means you can play for a different country.
Oh, I don't know how that goes.
You can play for IE, you can play for a different country. You can play for Barrow, the club team. But national team, when you play for national team, you can play for
America. Yeah, like the World Cup, something like that.
Yeah, even African Cup of Nations. When you play inside, you can play for a different country.
Oh,
it mean you already.
But what if you had dual citizenship?
It doesn't matter. You can wear two jerseys.
Well, you're not wearing at the same time.
It doesn't matter. You can wear two jerseys at the same time.
Yeah, you're not wearing it at the same time.
Different times. I can say thing here. You can say wear it.
And well, we have to change that rule. We have to sign a petition for them to change that rule. But no, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't fault George Weah for that at all. No.
No, I fight him for that.
That's not his decision to make.
You are our president.
When talk to his son.
No, you are our president.
It doesn't matter.
That's the reason he demoted Lunsa. Whole soccer player, he demoted Lunsa. He demoted Lunsa to go watch his son play. In fact, he was looking for a contract for his son to play in Europe.
He demoted Lunsa. What does that mean?
Lunsa not go nowhere. The soccer fee. I mean, the soccer fee level will be paid until Jowia's time over.
Yeah, well.
I mean, he didn't have no intention for soccer. Like he telling you when the journalist asking, Mr. Weah, why he couldn't bring? He about to bring some soccer pages and whatsoever in Liberia. He said, I feel passing by. I don't get time for that.
There's that nonsense talk there, but they fired about his son's choosing to play for another country where he was born. That's his decision.
In Africa, in the whole Africa, the only person it ever happened to that George Weah. All the African presidents, they never encourage their family or their son to play for any country.
Who's your African president had his sons playing soccer?
Even if they don't play, but I not see it. That any president will see that their son playing for different countries. No.
Yeah,
no president did it. Only George Weah did it. And he used the country money and carry 50 delegation to go watch football game.
And that one I can definitely understand that part when people have problem with it, but not like I said, not the part that he has to go
Now
make his son. That's a grown man.
they
To me, he's
say
an adult. He makes his own
your son
decision.
become your best basketball star in the world. Then you say, you know what happened? I will
Like bigger basketball team.
I will elevate Liberia team to play in Liberia. I'll use Liberia jersey to wear. And you go elevate Liberia all the way to the World
That
Cup.
would be awesome.
You can start playing for team in America, but you're not supposed to play for United.
But worker, do they pay them for it, or it just
worker when you play in worker, your country get you paid down.
Oh yeah, so he can
get down, but only your club team, club team you on contract. They pay you on contract, but worker are paid down again.
Yeah, if you play,
that's money in our trophy.
You have a lot of players that play in the NBA, but when it's time to do work or something, they go and play for their countries.
Yes.
So
that was it. Some playing in NBA. You say, you know what I mean? I don't want to play.
Yeah. So for that part, yeah, if he should have said, "Oh, okay, he wants to play for Liberia," he would have done that part. Yeah. But not for a club team to say he should play for Lone Star. That's not what we're talking about, right?
No, yeah. Okay. When you want the club team paying you, so you on contract.
Okay. So if it was just for the World Cup, I would have encouraged him to play for. But Lone Star did not go to the World Cup. So what are we saying?
what I'm saying, if I even go and play along Lone Star and qualify Lone Star.
Nah, he could get hurt.
Oh, so the other people can get hurt. When you play for America, you can get hurt. You can get hurt.
No,
but the first thing, if our team we are in that category, I'll prefer to play for Liberia. You know why? Because America and Liberia, no difference between them. Even though they can be qualified for the World Cup, but they don't go nowhere. So they don't go the second. Only the women team can go. Only World Cup women team America get best, but the men team they don't go nowhere.
The girls soccer team.
The girls are good, but the men can't go nowhere. You might will beat them in Philadelphia. They don't go nowhere.
What they playing Philly?
Yeah.
When is the worker starting?
The worker will soon start. I'll get the feature. I'll send it to you.
Soon. When soon?
I think next month. I think either start next month, June. I think June.
My babies will be out of school. Maybe we should come visit the neck of the wood. But anyways, we gotta go, Mr. Darius. Let me go. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you guys.
All right.
Continue to share, and we'll see you guys willing, not tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. We'll be back here.
David.
Have a good night, you guys.
Why are you up?
Huh? Oh. All right, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming and continue to share. And let's continue to pray for our country and continent. They both talk too much today, so we didn't talk about South Africa. Maybe on Wednesday. All right, have a good night, you guys.